Hey,
Hey, are we live?
I think we're live.
Cool. All right.
We're
Awesome.
alive?
Maybe.
That's a debatable concept right there. Hi, guys. Welcome to Divide and Conquer's Rise of the Tiamat stream. This is a 5th edition module that I run out of the Tyranny of Dragons campaign. It's Monday. We're doing this.
That's correct. It's Monday. We are doing this.
It's Monday. We're doing this. Thank you all for joining us as we see if these guys try to fix their puzzle. So, do we have any special announcements other than our usuals today, or?
I think the only one is that next Monday, Tabatha is going to be in the initiative chair.
Yay!
Yay! I'm excited.
I'm
Very
naked.
good.
I don't have my jacket on.
You're naked,
Yeah.
dude.
Ooh.
Whoa, we're gonna get down
come on, we're come on, man, we're streaming. Like,
ties.
Perfect.
Wait, no, what was the thing that Lynn said before? I'm excited.
You're
Hey,
excited.
it does work.
Anyway, hey Jeremiah, you doing game room tomorrow?
am I? Oh,
What day is it?
What day is it?
I've been working all this time. I don't know.
Game room tomorrow, 1 p.m. Central, our time. And I'm still continuing into Hyrule Warriors, and I feel like we're closing to the end game,
Nice.
and I'm very excited. Also, Akio Bucket.
Hey,
He's prepared.
you laugh, but
All right, so let's go ahead and get through with our usual announcements. Starting with our bros at Town and Claw.
oh, you mean the bros that make these dice balls?
They make those. They make those.
And these? And these?
They make those.
And these?
And they make DM screens.
And this
And
one?
and spell
this
slot trackers.
one.
So Jesus, make sure you have your spell slots.
And this one. Got this one.
I don't think you have enough.
Oh.
Oh, hey, don't
Yeah,
forget
yeah.
the DM
Yeah.
screen. You need to get the DM screen too.
I was legitimately organizing my dice because I need to change them out. I forgot to do that, so that's what I'm doing right now. What?
So, hey, Shortbeard on a 13-month
Shortbeard.
streak with that sub.
Ooh. Shortbeard. Did you know that I love his face?
I do too. He's got a very nice face. So,
Have you seen his beard?
and magnificent beard. Beard
No,
culture. So with Town and Claw, we have a coupon code you can use, and that's Divide and Conquer. You use that at checkout, you get 10% off on your purchase on the Etsy store. So go check. The links are down below. We also have a link to our merch that we do. So we have a merch store on TeePublic. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba. I'm actually wearing merch today.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I was wearing merch all day.
All day.
I mean, I
There
technically
you-
work merch like almost every day.
Carabao is like sneaking over here
Hello?
on my shoulder.
Cole, wrong game.
Cole, it's the wrong game. Please go.
Please sit
Sorry.
down, Cole. What's wrong?
Cat's yelling in the background.
Sorry, the cat was
Cat's
singing
yelling.
the song of his people.
Yes, so we have our merch, and also another link we have down below is the link to our Patreon for Alistair. Which, Lynn, do we want to talk about that?
Lynn's like, no.
Can I?
Ah.
No, it's fine. Just
That's fine,
pass
fuck it.
it. Alistair is a webcomic that Vic and I make about a righteous paladin bro and his best bro, the barbarian, as they try to go and save the world. And Alistair is the character I'm playing today as well.
That is correct.
Yay! Different
Yay.
universe, but still, he's there.
Universe. Okay, I play West on a much darker timeline on Fridays.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, if you subscribe to the Patreon for as little as $1 a month, you get back behind the scenes stuff, and you also get access to our community Discord.
Yeah, where you can
Yay.
suggest to us what we draw for our Saturday stream, Demiplanes and Doodles, which this coming Saturday is a continuation of our last theme, which was Divination, and we are drawing characters as tarot cards. And we have our list ready, and we cannot wait to get back into it.
Yay. Yep.
Yep. So,
I am excited for what's gonna continue with that. Like,
Yes.
for real, it's awesome.
it's going to be great. So, if that is all of the announcements, let's go ahead and introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
Hello.
Excellent.
I am not Jesus. I'm Vic. That's who I am.
Okay.
I know it's confusing at times.
It's very confusing. Like, you know,
We're both Hispanic. We got similar hair. It's confusing. I get it.
sometimes he's in my head. Like, you know. Happens. So hi, I'm Vic. I'm going to be your DM tonight, and next to me is
Hi, everybody. I am Tabatha. I will be playing Patience, the sorcerer.
the sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Good job. Hey, Jesus, who are you playing
What?
tonight?
Hey, that's Patience, and this is Tarsius. Hi, guys. I'm Jesus. I'll be playing Tarsius. The Tarsius Chadington, the Minotaur fighter. I'm just a quiet little boy trying to make his way through this little world.
No. Sweetest little.
And
And next to him, I believe, is his sister.
yeah.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah, and I'm playing Cordelia Chadington, fighter rogue Medusa, uncursed Medusa, who didn't drop the bucket.
Correct. Absolutely
I
correct.
feel like I'm being called out, and I don't appreciate that.
And then right now, our resident fish people, Ophelia and Yuliy, they are currently on a short break, so won't have them tonight, but we will be playing with them as prompted. And next we have a good boy.
Boy, my name's Lynn, and I am playing Sir Alistair Evander Belmonte. He is the human paladin of Frat, and he has the solution to the bucket problem.
Does he now?
Calm down.
Everything's
Alistair
gonna be okay.
has the solution.
He has the solution. He talked to his god. He's got the solution.
Clean
At
thoughts.
least he doesn't have
Dry these socks.
He has dry socks at least, yeah.
And it was dry sock now.
All right, so let's go ahead
Water
and roll,
socks.
roll that intro.
All right, rolling intro.
With our recap. So our young, bright-eyed, and what's the word I'm looking for?
Dumb?
Ambitious.
Oh.
Ambitious adventurers. You have been given the mission from the Council of Waterdeep to investigate hearings about one of the worm speakers of the Cult of the Dragon being heard within the Serpent Hills. You gathered up your party, you ventured out to the Serpent Hills, where you met a ranger by the name of Irian, who is unfortunately the older brother to your paladin companion, Jayon. And with that, he accompanied you as a guide through familiar terrain for him, as you quested on to find Verum the White. Along the way, you fought some Yuanti, some lizard folk. You convinced some of the lizard folk to essentially show you the area of operations where they're kidnapping and taking people for some reason. The Yuanti mentioning something of Dendar, the Night Serpent, possibly being involved.
Super curious
And
about
so-
that.
Aggressive clicking.
It's not letting me join.
We see
Close
you, dude.
Discord.
I did.
Oh, you're in there?
I
Yeah, you're
did.
in there.
We see you.
I'm not hearing you.
Yeah.
Can't hear anybody? Is your sound off?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having issues with the.
Try close out Discord and then reopen it.
No, that's what I just did.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, continue.
Okay. All right, and so where the lizard folk brought you to this ancient temple that is the tomb of Didarius, a divination wizard that had existed in these parts possibly centuries ago, centuries to thousands of years. Through there, you managed to navigate your way through enchanted terrain, one of them being a hallway of whispering statues, another an enchanted room with living stained glass creatures that jumped out and attacked you. You found one room that looked to be some form of puzzle, a well that seemed to be bottomless, with a basin that has water that seems to just evaporate out of the bowl the moment you set it in there.
We didn't discover that. We were told that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Gently told that. As you discovered the well was bottomless when you decided to toss the lone bucket in the room into it.
That was not a we either.
Oh me, baby.
It was either the bucket or the ranger.
This is true. This is very true.
Facts.
Should have
And
thrown the
Cordelia
ranger.
was very close to it being the ranger.
Should have thrown the range. The bucket was more important.
With a little bit more exploring, you found a room that was filled with sarcophagus that were engraved into the very walls themselves, and past that, a ransacked library where a very frustrated scholarly ghost by the name of Ilda was, for the most part, stuck due to transgressions in her past life that keep her from moving forward. So, I will take you guys back to where we last left off. Which, from what I understanding, we are running straight back into the one room. If I am correct.
Sure. The one room.
Where we last left you, Tarsius and Alistair had a solution to their problem. Which was to take the pot that Alistair had in his pack, take it all the way back into the well room, and see if they could solve their mystery with that.
Okay.
So let's put us back in the well chamber since you all hurried along after each other.
Yep, that's what
So.
we did.
Let's cut that music and put this music.
Is it okay that I moved my mini there just for camera views? For some reason, the bottom two corners and all around are not easily to see with the dimensions of our cutouts.
Right.
I'm just moving my guy a little bit. Oop. And I moved my... Oh no. Fixing this live. What am I doing? Oh my god, what's fucking...
Okay, we'll do it live.
What's happening? Why did that move?
So, back in the well chamber where you have this large stone well that sits before you. The bottom of it seeming to be made of stone, but with your last pass through at Tarsius, you know that the stone part of it is an illusion that you can drop through. You still have the same sleeping packs still sitting in the corners with a old used campfire. You have the metal basin.
Mhm.
Patience did want to go back over to the sleeping sacks just to see if they were usable.
They're usable. They looked like they were recently used, actually. They're in good shape and there's no holes. Are there any buttons? roll me investigation.
That's a 7.
There are no buttons.
Sad face.
I'm gonna, because if I remember correctly, I still have Alistair in on my shoulders,
Yes.
piggyback.
Yes.
And I guess I'm just gonna go up her, and I'm gonna wait. No, it's still my deal. I was gonna ask if you trust me, and then you can like wrap your legs around me, and I'll just dip you. But then if you fall, you die, and that's not good.
Is it down far enough?
It's really, really down.
I don't think that'll work.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there a rope?
I'm just gonna grab him
Yeah.
from the armpits and place him down.
From what you can see, there was essentially a fixture where a rope would have been fastened for the well, but it seems to have rusted and kind of broken with time.
I could always cast fly, but
No. Well, remember when we did that, I got stuck, and I think that a bucket is smaller than any one of us, so we'll get stuck too. You could go, but
I have a
then.
rope.
I'm tiny.
But
I have a rope.
what if it happens in 10 minutes?
Rose, I have a rope.
Alistair says rope. As Jayon just kind of hanging back near the door. What is it that you're trying to accomplish here?
Shenanigans.
Tie the rope around the pot. Put the pot in the well, and then get
But
water.
didn't we establish that the well had no water in it? It was just kept going down.
I'm gonna grab
You
my
gotta,
hand
you gotta do it.
and do this into the well and see if like water comes out of it. Just enough, since I'm pretty long.
In the well,
Yeah. Just
you
like,
pass your hand through it, and it's just empty air.
yeah. See that? But, Alistair, you have a bucket.
Patience is going back over to the basin.
It's a
that
pot.
I have
they've
a pot.
established-
You have a
established
pot.
water.
One pot. Don't do the pot.
I'd like to tie a rope around the pot and lower said pot into the well.
Sure, you can do that.
Okay. He'll do that, and then he won't go too far, and then he'll bring it back up just to see.
Water from here and then put it in the well.
What? No, it's the other way.
Yeah, it's the other way.
But there's water. But there was
No.
water in here.
No.
Irian just kind of like off to the side, just kind of like elbows into Jayon. And it's just like, so if they manage to get the water in the pot, does that make that water potable?
I'm gonna turn around away from him. Not acknowledge anything he said.
Do you mean potable?
No, it's potable.
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 I'm pretty sure it's potable, and I'm the adult, so that means I'm right. Go back to doing whatever you're doing.
This is what's gonna happen. I don't know if you'll allow this.
Wait, has Alistair lowered the thing yet?
I
I
think
think-
he did.
He's doing it right now.
Okay.
He's currently like feeding the pot down into the
Okay.
well.
Cordelia's gonna go over here.
Okay.
Is there like broken rocks or anything?
Roll me an investigation. It's fantastic.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay.
All the ones you were rolling pre-game. I'm glad it's 20.
All right.
That was a 23. total.
Okay. All right. Before we get to that, Patience, what were you doing by the basin?
She's looking into it, trying to get like the water to show up again.
All right. So you're just looking into it.
Mhm.
Not anything else.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Cordelia,
Uh-huh.
as you look around, kind of seeing if there's like any broken rocks or something that you could
Mhm.
probably like take with you, you feel around by the base of the basin, and it kind of brings you up into this area.
Okay.
And as you do that, you kind of like kneel down as you think you see like a cracked piece of like rubble that you can just like pull out as it looks loose enough. And as you do that, your eyes just kind of trail up. And on the side of the basin here, you see this kind of decorated grooved handle that's sticking out from underneath the cup, like the kind of the bowl of the basin.
Okay. But there's no rocks.
There's no rocks.
Okay. First I'm gonna grab a dagger.
Okay.
This is more dangerous. I was looking for a rock, you know. Couldn't find a rock. Let me use a dagger. I was like, I think there's an enemy behind you.
Dude,
Looking at this area.
Oh.
Are you throwing it? Okay, are you throwing your dagger at?
Right here.
Sure. I'm gonna have okay, and you're making it seem like you're attacking an enemy behind him.
Yes.
Roll me deception.
Yes.
Roll me deception.
That is a dirty 20.
God damn.
Patience like enemy what?
So my sister, who I love dearly, just said there's an enemy behind you, and threw a dagger.
Yeah.
I was actually like I was making it seem that way, but I'm making my voice sound sarcastic.
Okay, so there was absolutely no deception behind it.
No,
Got it.
actually no. There's
All
no
right,
deception.
so
to it.
you just you throw your dagger. Say what you say. Is
Like,
Erin?
oh, I saw shadows right behind you.
So you're just kind of like he doesn't really like budge at the dagger being thrown in his vicinity. He just kind of like looks at you.
It was
It is
straight.
not the first time he's had a projectile thrown at him.
My
That
face
has not
is straight.
been the first time a projectile has been thrown at me.
My face was straight when I said, "Oh, there was a shadow behind you." I thought it was an enemy.
You know, Lena
I'm-
said the exact same thing to me.
I
once,
was
just to make
as
me
I
go
was
away.
as I'm going like this, like just straight faced at him, going to the lever,
Okay.
Is her aim
Go
getting
like this.
better?
and then I grab it, and then I was like, "Can try to pull it, push it, whatever."
All right. Make me a strength check.
Yes, my best stat. +1. That's a 15.
15. Okay. As you go to pull it, and it feels like it'll move, but it's kind of like it's locked, and you just kind of like take it with both hands now, and you
Yeah.
pull it down. You feel like the kind of like the grinding of like rusted metal. As finally you pull it, you hear this like kind of like this echoing like thunk as the ground kind of starts to you hear like this groaning sound coming from underneath the ground. And then with that groaning sound, it just kind of like bubbles up. And then from the cracks of the basin, water starts to trickle out and fill into the basin itself.
There, I did. I conjured water. As she flips her hair,
Patience just
She
Wait,
goes to the corner.
is this the basin up here?
This is the basin.
Okay, because that's the thing Alistair was in, but any type of water just went away. So is the water just like a fountain kind of thing? Is that what's happening? Like it's going away? Or is
Roll
it
me-
filling?
Roll me perception. And you are in the middle of trying to lower your pot and thinking you're going to hit gold.
Yeah, 19.
You kind of like hearing all the commotion happening, you look over, you see the water like pouring into the basin, and the water is filling it up.
And he's still gonna be fishing.
All right, still fishing.
That lady said well water to basin.
I agree. That's what she said.
If that's what you heard, that's what you heard.
That's what you said.
The button jar, even with the button still in it, just scoop up some of the water.
Okay. So you're taking your button jar and you're filling it with water?
Yeah, there's buttons at the bottom, but then there's water.
Okay. So the
Mhm.
buttons kind of just like float in the water and just kind of...
Oh, I have a pot too. I'll use my pot.
Okay.
I was just looking at my equipment. I have a pot too. I'm just gonna go back up, grab my pot, and just
Where are we supposed to take the water again?
As you
I don't
goes
know.
up
It's
with kind of like a empty wineskin, he just kind of like fills it, and, like stops it, and just puts it on his belt.
It's like I don't know, but it's worth a try. I'm gonna go down here and just pour it on the well.
As you pour it in, and you just suddenly hear the sound of water pouring into a bowl as it fills. And Alistair, you feel like a sudden weight change on your pot, as your pot now has water in it.
I did it!
I'm gonna look at Alistair and give him a thumbs up, but like my entire back is like hiding it from Cordelia. I'm gonna turn to Cordelia, so my entire back is hiding so Alistair can't see me. I'm gonna look at her.
Thumbs up.
So they both get a thumbs up.
All right, so Alistair, what do you do? You got you got water in your pot now.
What I'm gonna do actually, like with that, I'm gonna look at my brother and just give a wink, like an okay wink,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna go back upstairs and do the same thing.
He's gonna take his water and be very proud of himself.
All right, as you now have well water, technically, Alistair.
Yay!
So where are we supposed to take it again?
From what Ilda told you, was that water needed to be filled. The well itself. Let me remember how I said this exactly. But the water from the basin needed to be used in order to fill the well that was in the divination pool, which was the room that was a little ways down into the temple.
Patience holding up her button jar with the water and the buttons floating in it. I got the water! And she's gonna start walking out in the direction that she thinks is the divination room.
Are you like walking with water, just like spilling all over?
She's just walking with her little,
She got a little button jar.
Button jar, just like...
It's like a little stem jar full of buttons. And it's just
Yeah.
Okay.
Like-
I need to get something.
Yeah, I'll go grab a pot. It's like, Patience, where are you going?
I'm gonna go put it in the well.
Oh, so not this well.
No, I don't think it's this one. It's a ruse.
That's a big
Ferris is just kind of like. Yeah, I
I'm
think it
surprised you know that word.
Ferris just kind of like raises her
You're
hand.
very
like,
smart.
glass.
Like who? Arian?
No, Ferris.
Oh.
Just like, so I think what the ghost lady said was, well,
Well,
I think, well, and like Arian opens his mouth, you see Jayon just immediately cover it with his hand, just like, fucking start.
Yeah.
And she's just like, I mean, from what I understood was the water in this room needed to be taken into the other room where it was like a well, but like, I guess it was a pool,
What?
but maybe she wasn't clear about that, but
What other room?
there's another room that's a little ways into the...
I have never seen that room in my life. I'm gonna go over here with my horn, my drinking horn, and just grab some water, start walking the same direction that Patience
Okay.
is walking.
Yeah.
no one's stopping Patience. She's gonna keep going.
All right, so...
No. I'm
Alistair's
gonna-
gonna
I'm
follow,
gonna
and
run.
he's gonna hold this pot like this, and
I'm
just
gonna
walk.
Clank, 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 clank.
I'm gonna walk over to Ferris. You want some water? Do you have a container?
No offense. I mean, that's really sweet of you and really nice, but no offense, but I don't know how old this water has been standing.
Well, not for drinking, for
It doesn't
asking a
look
wish or
sanitary.
whatever is gonna happen.
Which, Patience, if you look in your jar at the water that you just collected, you see like flecks of like rust and like calcium just kind of floating around.
Yeah, it seems
Some
questionable.
spice.
I have-
Spicy.
It's got some zest to it.
I have nothing else to hold liquid except for my drinking horn. So
Okay.
that's the only thing. Like, you want it?
Okay, and she'll just like take it.
Where?
And like your drinking horn is like absolutely just like massive in her little cat paws. She's holding it.
Hey, you have a wish now. I'm gonna look towards Alistair. It's been like an entire, like 20 seconds since we walked over here. Like my mind might have think it's been 2 weeks or something, but it's been just like 20 seconds. You get a
From
wish, right? What happens when you get an answer question? You
So
have an
Ophelia's-
answer question, right?
Ophelia's like, actually, I think it's supposed to be some form of, I guess, telling the future. That's what divination is, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you get a future told. Cool.
I think I don't. I
Yeah.
don't
Go
know.
ask
Fortune
go ask
telling.
for your future.
You hear that echo?
What?
Fortune telling.
As I'm thinking that everybody's leaving this room and walking out into the next one.
Yeah. At least that's my plan.
All right. So get rid of that guy. Grab all
Fucking-
you guys. Fucking.
And it won't be the last.
My computer was a little. Bleh. I had to fix the thing.
Shit, where'd Arian go?
Arian,
fuck,
where'd
I
you go?
I lost him.
I mean,
Man!
is that not normal?
And that's what everybody wishes would happen,
How come I
honestly.
don't see?
No, I haven't changed the map
Oh,
yet.
you haven't. Okay.
I just realized that I'm missing Arian, and I'm like, where the fuck did he go? Oh, let me go grab him. God damn it, Arian. And I'm gonna put him on the map, and then I'm gonna find him, and I'll just be
Arian.
like, God damn it. Alright, one moment.
Arian.
Bah.
Oh, I was just
To
trying to
exit out
Oh.
into the mosaic chamber that you had just come from. Oh, you were over there.
Yep.
Neat.
Oh, there he was. There we go.
It's to go to this way, right?
Yeah, so you see
Yep.
essentially the passageway that you had just come from, where you had entered into the room with the sarcophagi and then also into the other room with the library. Ilda did tell you that you could exit
Can't
out
go through walls.
and walk into the main doors, or you could take the side passage that was in the room that you had just come from.
Nah.
So- Okay,
Go through the main doors.
go through the main doors.
Go to the main door.
Okay.
Where the main danger is, probably.
Wait.
So what is the marching order? Who's going in first?
I'm gonna
Patience is.
grab
Yeah, I
patient.
think-
I'm gonna
I
put
think
my
Patience is just
entire
gonna keep
hand
walking.
in front of her so she bumps into it. No. I'm gonna push
Why
her back.
not?
Cause
While that's going on, Alistair's gonna walk right in.
if so I tried to explain like, well, I'm usually really
Bye.
big, so if something hits me. Well, he's an adult, so he's old. Fuck. And I'm gonna do that, and
But
then I
I'm
just keep walking.
Small.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
but
opening-
like,
I'm gonna look at-
you're not quick. She's quicker than I am, but I'm kind of quick.
I'm gonna
Skitterton.
grab. I'm
okay.
gonna grab Patience on the shoulder. Or like,
My question is, did you open the door?
Alistair, I guess, was going.
Alistair, yeah, I'll say he made it first to like try to open the door.
I need everybody who's in front of the door to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Does that include
great.
myself?
like all four
I'm
of us.
like, yeah.
All four of you.
All right, cool. Let's do this.
Yay.
I'm not
Alistair got a
unconscious. I got advantage. Oh fuck me.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I was like, oh, I got pretty good. Oh no, wait, I forgot that's Constitution. 12.
Alright, so yours was
Dirty
20.
20.
Pass.
12.
Fail.
12 with
20.
advantage.
Fail.
21.
Pass for Cordelia.
All right.
I didn't even say my number yet.
Cordelia, you pass.
Yeah, you just pass by default. We know who trained you.
Why am I even asking you, bro? You just
Why
passed.
the fuck am I even asking you? As you open the door, and as you start to open the door, you realize that the metal of the door, looks like it's kind of like bowed towards you, as if there's like an immense weight behind it. And as the doors start to budge, you feel just this release as all of this rock and rubble comes tumbling out onto you.
Oh shit.
How much do we
Uh-oh.
take, sir?
I was
Oh
gonna
my
say Alistair
God.
screamed like, ah! But that's more of a Grayson thing. So, damn it.
Oh,
So people
okay.
probably just
Don't
skip
worry.
it out at the wrong time.
So,
Tarsius will go.
Bruh.
so
Bruh.
for the most part, Cordelia and Patience are able to kind of move back enough,
Mhm.
but you're still going to take damage.
Okay.
I don't.
You don't. Correct. You don't.
I have a thing that I don't take damage if I pass a dex save,
Of course.
and
Wow.
it's only
Why
half.
would you ever take damage for a dex save?
This is
I don't
the
know.
first time patience
I
has
have a
ever-
feet. I have 2 feet.
I love how this
I have a
Tarsius is like,
Shield mastery.
hey, patience, don't go in front because there's dangerous things out there, traps and such things that could set off if you're just aimlessly, oh my god, boulders!
I need to hear this lecture as I'm rolling dice, please.
Yeah.
I mean, I just did
Okay,
it.
now start lecturing patience now.
Well, see, if you just keep going, and sometimes there's gonna be things along the way, there's some dangerous things, and if you just continue going and like just blindly just walk over, like this example, opening the door. Oh my god!
And you're dead. You're dead, bro. You're dead.
And
For the record, I rolled a lot of 1s and 2s.
Don't worry.
while that's calculating, Cordelia's also gonna lecture patience a little bit. We're like,
Okay.
this is why we wanted to get in first. We wanted to
Alistair
protect you.
and Tarsius, your damage is 21.
What was Alistair's?
21
It.
points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, bleed.
And Patience and Cordelia is going to take 11.
I take no damage.
Oh, actually, I'm not bloodied.
I have a
I'm 2 points away from bloodied. So I got hit pretty fucking hard.
I'm
all
1
of
point away from bloody.
As all of these rocks just like start tumbling out of the passageway, completely sealing it off, as well as falling and bludgeoning into you. As Cordelia, you manage to kind of jump out of the way, and in doing so, you grab Patience by the back of her dress as you see her start to get battered, and you just kind of like cover her protectively.
Oh.
As the dust settles, and Alistair and Tarsius
I'm
underneath
gonna.
the rubble.
I'm
Are
actually.
they
Going,
buried?
You can see them. They're not like terribly
Okay.
buried, but they're kind of covered in rocks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm actually gonna get up and as I move one of the boulders. Oh, just open up your lungs. Just open up your lungs. I'm doing a second wind
Yeah.
because
Okay.
yeah, I'm really close, and if I'm gonna be tanking things, I don't want to be this close to bloody before entering.
Yeah.
If we're not doing a short
Yeah.
rest, I'm doing a second wind right now.
Alistair, I
Yeah,
have that
were you
move
not
for you.
prone?
Yes, you were knocked prone.
Okay,
Well, I
Alistair's
had-
just gonna lay on his back, and he's just gonna be like, I'm sorry, Sister Sarah, and he's gonna just like put his hands on his chest and do lay on hands.
All right, I recovered
All right.
7 HP.
He's going to recover 20 HP.
You hear the
with
audible
lay on
snap
hands.
of Jayon doing a facepalm.
When that
Really?
actually happens and we get out, I'm
He's gonna be crying.
kind of yelling.
Oh,
I was like, brother, are you okay? Where are you?
It hurts, but I'm fine.
as you
All
see
right.
like the rock shift as the massive bulk of Tarsius steps out of it, and you see him just like take his
Yeah,
breath.
If Tarsius gets up, I'm gonna start looking for Sir Alistair. Where are you? And then I'm gonna try to look for clues where he is, and then start digging out.
All right, as you start to dig him out, you see his shiny, well, not as shiny now. It's covered in dust armor. It's a little bit dented here and there. And you eventually find him just kind of like with his hands on his chest as he's openly crying about it.
While all that's going on, Patience is just kind of like looking at. So, question: aside from the rocks, basically, is it the door basically blocked by it?
Yes, the entire door is blocked.
I'm gonna help.
It's gonna
I'm
move
gonna help
boulders.
Alistair get out of that. And at the same time, I was like, "Are you okay? You're crying. Are you hurt?"
Don't touch me, I'm impure.
Jayon!
As Jayon just kind of stands over you. Alistair. Alistair,
What?
stop crying and get up. You're
Okay.
embarrassing yourself and our order.
You're embarrassing
Okay.
me.
You're
Stop.
embarrassing me. Why are you
He'll
crying?
eventually stand up, and he's got like the tears and the dust on his face, and he's so sad.
Why are you crying?
I think he's hurt. He did get a lot of rocks. He got parried.
Oops.
I made an alley oopsie.
Did you use lay on hands on yourself?
Don't tell anyone.
Oh, that's going
You know that's not what. Okay.
Oh,
you
look,
know
a
what?
rock. Except everyone shoves it in her pocket.
Alistair, where's the pot? As you look around, the pot is overturned in the rubble, and all the water has spilled out.
No! And he's gonna go on his knees and just try to scoop it back in.
As you're just taking handfuls of soggy rock and mud and just like into the bucket.
Maybe that's not gonna work.
Still water.
It's still water.
Patience just kind of standing there, just blinking. Anyways, and she's gonna cast levitate on the boulders to kind of start moving them out of the way.
Okay. As you start to do that, Tarsius, make me a strength check as you're moving boulders. The further in you go, the bigger they are and like the harder they are to move. And you start to notice that there's a point where they just start to get so tightly compact together that you feel like if you move another one, a cave-in might happen again.
Oh, 19.
19.
Yeah.
So as you're
plus
moving,
5.
pulling these boulders out.
Also, the
Yes.
can I basically kind of like get behind Tarsius and kind of like just look and investigate if there's a way to get through there?
Roll
The
me
rubble.
investigation.
I'm not rolling,
And-
you red die.
and-
No, I can levitate at anything
What?
up till 500 pounds.
Up to 500 pounds? Okay. So as you're kind of moving the bigger rocks, helping Tarsius move them out of the way, you start to hear and feel kind of the walls shake and kind of the sound of more rocks moving down and falling into each other. And the ceiling itself, you see like the trickles of dust as you start to do so.
Dirty 20 on
Dirty 20?
investigation.
Cordelia, you're getting the sense that if they keep digging deeper, it's going to cause possibly another collapse as kind of like the rubble and the breakage of the temple itself might go deeper than you think. And there's a chance that if you keep pulling more boulders are going to fall down and possibly cave in your room. But
I'm with that, I'm just gonna get close to Tarsius and boop Tarsius on the side with my snake, with one of the snake.
as one of the snakes kind of slithers out and just kind of like, oops, you right in the rib.
Yep, I know who that is. Hey.
You need to stop that.
Whoa.
If you keep doing that, more rocks might fall.
Oh. Well,
We should
that's
just
not
go to the side door. I don't think there's a way through here.
Okay. Okay. Do we need more water?
Patience
Possibly.
still holding her.
Patient's still holding her jar up. Then you
Possibly.
see
All my water is gone.
Oh,
You
well,
only-
let's go get you some more water. Wait, pause everybody. My sister needs water. Nobody move.
Sparrows is like, but I still have your.
Yep, well, that's your wish. That's gonna come true. But
But
she
it's
needs
not
water too.
supposed
Yep,
to be a
that's
wish.
what it was. I remember.
Okay.
I mean, we can just go if
Go.
if she still has water.
Yep. Patience! It's just yell out loud.
It's just like, yeah, the little one's getting away. He's just standing there.
Fuck. I'm going to use all my movement, which is the same as her. I'm gonna go grab her. Patience. Pick her up. Put her.
What?
Oh my.
Cordelia needs water too.
She can use mine.
No, everybody gets one wish. That's how it works.
It's a fortune telling. There's
Well-
a difference.
Well, then everybody gets one of those. Everybody gets one. Remember? I read it in a book with spiders and men. Everybody gets one.
Cordelia's just gonna use all her movement. Move, dash, and move, dash again because I'm a rogue. To go back to the get well and get back here as fast as possible because she don't want to make a scene.
Okay, so. All right, so what is the plan right now?
We're gonna. Well, Tarsius wants to wait for his sister to get a bucket of water because he's under the understanding that you'll get a wish, even though it's wrong.
Patience sitting on Tarsius' shoulders. You do know there is a difference between fortune telling and a wish.
Yeah, but we all get one fortune telling. I
Like
hope it's in
that.
the shape of a cookie, but we all get one.
Oh.
Nope.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Cordelia's gonna use all her movement and her roguish movement to get back there, get some water, and get back out because it's starting to make a scene and it's centered towards me, and she don't like that.
Okay.
Yep, and his brother does not care nor notice that that's what's happening. He's just
guess
like, my sister also needs one. Everybody pay attention. She needs one.
I guess with that, if Patience is like, okay, fine, if you're gonna let me just on your shoulders, she's gonna lock her hooves underneath his chin and then just flop back.
Wait, one more time? How are you doing?
So she's locking her hooves around under your chin, and
Okay.
she's just like flopping her entire weight back, just like.
You,
Okay,
you,
and then-
you do know
and
that
then
my
your
horns
water?
curl backwards, right? So it's like it curls back and up. So actually, it might be a perfect seat for you if you just like laid back there.
That's what you would be doing
Okay,
then.
cool.
So that's
Yep, that's how
my
that-
question.
okay.
What about your jar of water? If you're gonna go like that,
Oh shit.
You have a lid.
Patience.
you have a lid.
Okay,
I have a lid.
You
All
have
right.
a lid on the button jar.
Okay.
Okay, as fast as possible then.
And
So,
she's
like,
just she's just
I'm
gonna do
go
that.
zoop,
She's just gonna
and then
hop.
zoop.
Okay. Wait!
I'm gonna pull out my hands.
Yes.
Alistair, you need water too.
As Jayon kind of like picks Alistair up by like the back of his armor, it's like stands him up.
Crying.
Alistair has his pot and it's full of just mud,
He's
and
fine.
he's just, I'm
Oh.
fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to here. Therefore, sorry, patience, you're coming with me. I'm gonna get on a knee, so I'm like at Alistair's level.
If you're being bullied, you let me know. I'm
Wait,
saying
I'm
that.
fine.
If someone's bullying you, that's not cool.
Who's bullying who?
I don't know. I'm just keeping my eye out.
I mean, the only one who's being a real bull is, the bull right here. This guy.
Wait,
But-
what was a bull?
Look around.
Never mind.
When Arian said that I'm just coming out, I was like, I really need to shoot an arrow or something.
I love how you just said the pun and everyone was like, "Oh, it's Arian." You didn't have to explain.
We all know who it is.
In case
Come on.
I'm making a terrible pun, it's Arian. Just
on.
always know that.
Come on.
Jayon
Also-
would probably die before he ever does that.
Now, it was, and also like Cordelia was telling herself, was like, I kind of hate that I like that. I kind of hate that was
Secretly
funny.
funny.
Well, I kind of hated that that was funny.
I'm gonna grab Patience's hand to like put it like on my horn, like on the like where like the it's starting to grow up.
Okay, you're the driver.
Onward ho!
Okay.
All right, as you guys make your way back, let me get you over there.
Oh yeah, we need to find that book. Forgot. Boop.
Let me get you guys over here. Oh, let me swap all around. As you make your way back into the antechamber,
Ooh.
where it was the tapestries that cover the sarcophagus. You have the door that leads into the library where you met Ilda, and then you have the large door ahead. That leads-
I
the next
say my sister goes and investigates that door first. And
Yeah, I
then
was
we
gonna-
go.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that before somebody opens it, nonchalantly. Wait, is that the word I'm looking for?
as you approach this large, it's the same. It's made of the same metal as the large door that was in the mosaic room. And as you look at it, Cordelia, you see this visage of a woman in this long flowing gown, as her head is bowed with one hand out, and in the other hand,
Doors there.
a lantern is hanging from her other hand.
All right. As far as the camera will allow me to see.
Well, let me move you all together.
Yeah, because Patience would be like steering Tarsius like this way.
I want to investigate if the door's trapped, locked, or and whatnot.
All right, roll me investigation.
Okay, you've been doing good. So to me, that is a 19.
19. So as you approach the door and you kind of like look it over, you don't see any like secondary kind of like latches or fastenings or anything that would like indicate something mechanical. From the looks of it, it's just a very large, ornate door.
Okay, I'm gonna try to open it
Okay.
with my shield out.
Shield out.
Be ready for dexterity saving throws.
As you do, I will remind you, as obviously it has been maybe no more than 10 minutes since you last saw Ilda, even though it's been 2 weeks for us real time. Ilda did mention to you about how to approach this door in the same way as giving offering to the goddess.
Oh yeah, that's true.
As you look upon the door and you see how she's proceeding herself.
What was it that you're supposed to do?
And basically stand as if you're giving offering to the fallen goddess.
Something like that, right? And they say it down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
What do you
Patience.
say again?
Just tell Tarsius.
Turning your head down and hold your hand up as if you have a lantern. So, I guess looking at that, I'm gonna do that because I'm holding the pot.
Yeah.
I mean, like kind of like I'm doing like an offering with my water, with my potted water.
Right as you do, holding it in front of you, there's just this silence that just fills the antechamber as you're all waiting to see what happens. And then you hear kind of the sound of the doors unlock and then forward, inward, as you are brought into the throne room.
Ooh.
So let me get you guys in there. Boop. Make sure I got this all correct. Now. Get you guys over here. Boop. Nope. Boop. Boop. Okay.
Me.
Dude. Is that some Saint Seiya armor? That's what that is. That's some Saint Seiya
That's
armor.
what it looked like.
Like that's
That's what
what
it looked like.
That's what it is.
As you enter
I
into
thought it was gold. It did. You said something.
as you enter into this chamber where you see this large stone statue sitting on this huge dais, or however you fucking say it. As it stands wearing these long kind of dark robes over the stone itself, as it holds what looks to be this visage of this this old man with like this long kind of like this long braided beard that goes down the front of the robes, as he sits at attention looking towards you, as before him is just this pile of gold and armor and offerings that lay at his feet, as two torches burn on either side of him, and then to your left is another large metal door.
Let's go through the Patience. Just like that's a trap.
Oh.
That looks like a trap.
Yeah.
I think we shouldn't touch that
Yeah.
treasure. I have a feeling that if we touch one gold of that, one bronze, that statue will come to life and kill us all.
Who wants to go up and give money?
Okay.
I was actually kind of thinking that too, but at the same
He'll be
time,
like, whoa, and he'll run up to it and then like scrounge up some gold and like maybe toss like 5 gold into it.
Okay. As you walk up, as you like quickly go up to it, like searching through your coin purse, and you just toss your 5 gold down onto the pile. And right as just like the last bit of like the metallic ring just kind of echoes through the chamber, the head of the stone statue turns to look at you, Alistair.
oh.
Hey, bro.
Yep.
As it looks at you and says in like this kind of like deep rumbling voice, you have chosen to seek the insight of Didarius. I thank you.
Gesundheit.
I thank you for your patronage, and may you continue forward.
He's gonna turn around and just be like, "We did it."
We did it.
And the statue just kind of like returns to its natural sitting position as it sits straight and just stares straight ahead at all of you.
Patience is gonna get like
Alistair is over here.
pat Tarsius on the head. Let me down. Let me down.
I don't think you should.
She's gonna trot up and she's gonna dig in her bag and she's gonna pull out a lovely little bit of twine and just lay it down.
And as you do that, the statue turns its head down to you as there's just this long silence that fills the air.
And she's just beaming up like, I did good.
You have chosen to seek the insight of the great wizard Didarius. You may continue forward, and then it returns to its natural sitting position.
Ooh, guys,
I
give it.
like to think the statue also sighed.
I'm gonna grab into my bags and pull out, not my best, because obviously not the best one that I made, but the second best miniature I have carved out of wood, and go, here you go. His name is Arminius. He's an Kelton.
As you do, you turns its head down to you, says the same thing as it said to Patience and Alistair, and then resumes its sitting position.
Yay.
I guess we need to put some offering in there.
Yeah. He's a cool guy.
Like very smart, Sir Alistair.
It's because he's the leader.
Obviously.
He's the co-leader, Jayon just says from the back.
cult leader.
Oh, yep, that's what I said. He's leading the group.
Look, I don't have much to offer. I'm gonna look. I have a javelin.
Hey.
So put like two of the javelins. I'm not really gonna use it, but that's all. I'll put 2 javelins because that's all I got. Like kind of stab it on the floor. Like that's really all I got.
As you do, the statue looks down to you, says the same thing to allow you to continue passage. As Yuliy just kind of like digs through his pouch for a minute, just kind of like finds like a copper as he just kind of like tosses it onto the pile.
He's not getting paid enough, so.
He's not getting paid enough. No.
This is a week's worth of salary.
As he tosses it down, you're reimbursing me for that. She's like, yeah, whatever, and she'll just like go through her own things. She'll pull out this like freshwater pearl as she sets that down into the pile. You have Ferris. She kind of like digs through her pouches, and she kind of like, oh, I don't think I really carry money in this bag. I think I left that on the wagon. And she'll just like go into her bag and she'll pull out a she'll basically pull out this little piece of parchment. She just kind of like holds it in her hands and just like lays it down on the pile, and on like the parchment lays open and you can see there's just like a little like very neat little pristine handwriting as it's kind of like structured like a poem, and she sets it down.
Cool.
This Jayon just kind of like sighs and like pulls his own gold out. He just kind of like throws it. And Arian just kind of like, I think I got something.
Patience is gonna go over to him And she's gonna hold out a button.
He kind of like takes the button. Why are you giving me this?
Because it's yours.
He just like flips it over, and it's not a button, but it's the badge that he's supposed to be wearing on his armor with the broken arrow on it. You stole my badge, you little shit! You stole my badge.
It was on the floor.
It's
Finders
attached to my
keepers.
armor.
It was on the floor.
Finders keepers. Okay.
Kind of like fastens it back onto his armor.
But
But this is mine. I'm giving him something else. You shoo. He just kind of like takes you by the head and just like turns your head to go face the door.
and then she'll turn her head back and look up at him.
You're an ornery little shit. You know that, right?
I've been told.
So just kind of like reach into his bag and he'll just like find like he'll just like kind of like find a couple of like kind of rough gemstones in his bag, and he's just like, fine. He'll just like throw them in the pile. As the statue says to everybody that they may pass through, as you
Skips her way over.
skips your way over, as you continue on to the next room.
I would say she would stop and then look back. I'm being good. I'm waiting in case there is a trap.
I'm gonna when I kind of pass patience so that I can go first. I was like, that almost sounded sincere.
I tried.
Put you on the map. Put you all together. No, I don't want that with it. As you open the large doors as they swing inwards, and you will enter into what looks to be a dining room. And as you enter this dining room, you see that you are not alone.
Mm-hmm.
As
Oh dear.
Those bearded devils.
I don't know.
I don't know.
As you kind of enter into, well, before that there would have been a small pocket chamber, and into there you enter through a smaller door, and from there you enter into what looks to be this dining room, as you see these large bearded devils kind of sitting around the table.
They're devils with beards. I don't know.
They're devils
It's a
with
clever
beards.
name.
Ah, so clever. As they all kind of like, there's a few of them kind of like clustered around a table as there looks to be like playing a card game. One kind of standing by an open barrel of water, and two just kind of like leaning against some old storage crates. And as you enter, they all look at you and just kind of stop what they're doing.
Everyone hand over your water to Ferris. Ferris stands
Yeah,
in the
no,
corner.
that's actually. I was gonna do that. I was gonna slowly go to, like, this corner, set my water aside,
I'm gonna step
Go
forward
back
up
over
to
here.
here.
and then, like, put my water right here, and then go back to here. I was like,
Hello,
This-
gentlemen.
and
We are going to ask people that are dead questions. Does that
Patient.
impose on your daily activity?
They'll just kind of look at each other, and they look back at you, Tarsius. One of them just kind of like, one of them like sitting in the middle of the table, just kind of like nudges the other one. And you just like see them kind of like exchange some words in Infernal, and like one of them just kind
What
of
are they saying?
laughs. Shit.
What are they saying? Because Patience knows Infernal.
oh, I don't know Infernal. I know Abyssal.
I know Minotaur.
As one of them is just like,
And giant.
it's like, just kind of like nudges the other one. It's just like, the fuck kind of show is, the kind of shit show is this?
That's a bad word.
You say it in common or Infernal?
An Infernal. She's just peeking out from behind Tarsius.
Like right behind the leg, go like this.
Yeah.
I don't want this to get physical. I don't want to hurt anybody.
As you
Oh,
say
can we
that,
just go?
this one sitting at the end of the table switches to common, and it's just like, who said anything about hurting each other?
Okay, good. So you're sensible people's goods. Sometimes we just open rooms and people just want to fight, and it just doesn't end well when I don't want to fight.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for a fight, we could give you a fight, but I don't know why you're here. You don't know why we're here.
Yeah.
So we're just perfect strangers occupying the same room.
Are you here for the five-headed dragon, bitch?
Patience is just like this from behind Tarsius, just like
You're just like ripping onto his calf and just like mean mugging them.
Squints.
It's like the two at the end of the table are like kind of like they look at you, Patience, and like one just kind of like in infernal to each other. Just like, is that a fucking gremlin? What the hell is that?
Hope you
Blows
shut up.
raspberry.
Are you aligned with her? The five-headed dragon.
We're aligned with whoever pays us the most.
Oh, well, that's smart. What are you guys doing?
Waiting.
For...
Our employer to come back.
Oh. Wait, is he the dungeon guy who's been dead for, like, forever?
They just kind of like they all look at each other, and they just kind of like start to laugh. Oh, no. Fuck, of course not. No, we came here a couple days ago.
Oh.
Little dwarf guy. He
Oh.
he
Where's
kinda-
Alistair? I'm like, Alistair, do I want the dwarf guy?
Alistair's just like super confused. He's like,
Alice. Jan just kind of like nudges you in the chest, just like, the worm speaker Varum the White. We're supposed to be looking for him. Just rolls his eyes, just like, oh dear Frat.
Dear friend.
Oh dear Frat. It's like, yeah, we were contracted by a dwarf to guard him as he enters into this ancient tomb of mystery and bullshit.
Question. Sir Devil, sir. If we were to have a altercation with your dwarven pay guy, would you get mad?
As again, they kind of like the one just kind of like pulls at his beard, and when I say beard, what you see are just like these fleshy barbed tendrils that just kind of curl down from his chin as he just kind of like strokes those idly in thought. Well, I would say that if you had an altercation outside of this room where we couldn't see, and there's no way of me to know if there was an altercation. Don't think that'd be a problem, especially if I was compensated for losing my employer.
Well, there's a shit ton of gold that way.
Oh, you're not supposed to touch that gold.
Well,
We may be devils, but we're not fucking stupid.
She's just gonna Patience gonna mutter some shit.
well,
How much are they paying you?
How much are you willing to offer?
whatever he has after we're done with him.
I will say, if you're not stingy, I could look the other way. I won't accept anything less than 3 digits. And if you
Cool.
have anything, any pretty trinkets you're willing to part with, then
If we fight him and beat him up, you can have all his things.
no, I'd rather have things now. I
Yeah.
can't guarantee that you're going to hold your end of the deal if you leave.
I'm gonna step forward as I knock over my dice tray. Don't test us. Just let us go.
As the one just kind of smiles, and you see like these rows of sharp teeth. It's just like, I don't think you realize what you'd be getting into if you decide to have an altercation.
I don't think
I'm gonna look at,
you realize what you're getting into.
I'm gonna look at Tarsius. Gotta grab his arm, maybe like this high.
Yeah, yep. Hey, so
I was like, and then step forward in front of Tarsius.
Yep.
I was like, we don't really have much. I have 100 gold now, but I can also talk to our the Church of Palor and maybe compensate more. Other than that, that's all I got.
sister,
We're gonna.
this is called
have-
bullying. I don't like
Alistair,
that they're bullying.
I'm gonna look at Tarsius with saying like bullying, or like they're just looking. They're mercenaries. They just
Yeah.
want more money. If we pay them more money than the employer will, then they won't do anything. It's basically us hiring them so that they don't join the fight if an altercation happens.
They're using this for their advantage to pick off on. Don't like it. I'm not going to disagree with you because you all smarter than me. Like fizzle her hair. If the
You do,
party
like, a snake
agrees to
coil
do
around your
that,
fingers.
fine. I just don't like it. That man is a bully.
Alistair's gonna step forward and be like, I have something better than gold.
As the devil just kind of like arches a brow, it's like, oh, do you? Just like looking very amused, like one would when a child says, I have something to show you.
What can be more valuable than your ultimate salvation? Here, let me tell you about Palor. Palor, we're gonna talk about Frat, we're gonna talk about all the other gods, I'm gonna talk about Hawaii. Frat is the best choice for you.
As you
He's gonna take out his book and everything.
the minute that you start going on your sales pitch, Alistair, the one devil just like starts breaking out in just this very boisterous, very giddy laugh as he's just laughing at you. And
That's
the rest
fine.
of them follow as they just all laugh at you. And when the laughter dies down, the
Oh,
one
he's still
devil,
going.
of course. You're still going?
Oh yeah.
As he just kind of like with his glaive, he just kind of like hits the end of the stone to make a loud echo to cut you off.
Oh.
I have not laughed like that in quite some time. You've greatly amused me, young paladin.
He'll close his book and be like, thanks.
Oh, I've never heard such bullshit before in my life. Frat's not a real god.
I think it is.
Oh.
That's your opinion, but that's fine.
Oh, God. What? You know.
I sent you.
You sent me a message? Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. I'm gonna kind of like look up like that, or like, yeah, they are quite the bully.
Yeah.
Roll me history.
Oh, so
Roll
we're
me
actually
history.
Getting there.
If you want, roll me history.
Okay.
It's like, Frat, that's not a real god. I mean, Palor, sure. We've heard of him. But Frat, that's like some human fairy tale that you all came up with just to make yourselves feel as if you were capable of achieving anything.
Problem with that?
It's no more than like a child playing pretend.
So his magic
That's your
powers
opinion.
out pretend? That's weird. Alright, we're gonna go. And we're gonna pour water on something and ask questions. And then we're gonna go find a dwarf and ask him to stop being a dick. And you, gentlemen, are gonna sit there and continue playing your cards.
As you say you're going to sit there, the one stands up, just kind of like leaning on his glaive, and he's just like, I think you're supposed to pay us before you leave.
I think
Now,
you're being jerks.
and maybe that's your opinion, but I am just trying to make a living. I will accept 100 gold as payment, and I will leave you the fuck alone if you leave this room.
While that argument's going on, Patience is just gonna approach. She's gonna just start walking.
Oh no. Okay.
She's got her little jar of
Is-
buttons and water, and she's just gonna keep walking.
Is Patience trying to be subtle about this, or?
No, she's just walking. She's just fucking ignoring them.
Irian just kind of like comes up behind you.
Because I was gonna
like,
stop you. I was gonna
bad
put
idea.
my hand, or like, I'm gonna put my hand in front of Patience to stop her.
As Cordelia puts her hand in front of Patience, Irian just kind of grabs you by like the fabric of your dress to kind of hold you.
She's gonna look back at them. What?
Look, I get that
I
you-
don't like this.
Like I get that you do the magic and you can make things explode and like all this other stuff, but you're really, really small and they're really big. There's a lot of them and they have...
They don't scare me.
I know they don't because you're 8 years old and you have no concept of death. However...
I'm gonna look at him. Look at Aaron. They don't scare me either.
Well, you're very big. She's very small.
I'm gonna
My
start.
mama's scarier.
You can take a hint. I don't know your mother.
Trust me, she's much scarier.
If you want to give them 100 gold, Cordelia, that's fine by me.
Irian's just like, I will be honest with you, Patience. I can definitely agree that mothers are a very scary thing. Some of them are
Good.
literal bears.
I'm gonna kind of start walking, not around, but this way, right in the middle.
Okay.
Ballsy like that.
That's what
As
Patience
you
was doing,
strut
too.
your way through, your heels kind of
Mhm.
clicking on the
Oh.
floor.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like click clack, click clack. But like, I'm assuming people are following.
Yeah, I'm definitely
Mhm.
not gonna be more than 5 feet behind my sister.
Have you offered him payment or
I have my pouch of 100 gold.
okay on you?
Yeah, I'm throwing it to the guy who was the one that's mainly talking.
This one.
I'm gonna throw it that way. It's like, that's your payment. If something happens and you join, if there's an altercation right behind that door, and you break your contract with us, you're gonna regret that. As I kind of activate the rapier, like activate the rapier's little like.
As you do that, a couple of them kind of like lean back from you, but the one that sits at the table just grins like almost like he's wanting you to do it.
It kind of like the snakes looking at them too, like. And then I'm gonna continue. Oh, there's another door here, but where's?
Yeah, so there's this
I
door
just
over
noticed-
here,
Yeah, I
but
just
then
noticed
there's
this door.
also this door right here. This is the one you came from.
Oh, okay.
Are we going that one? Or that one?
So yeah, there's two doors. So you have one that's on your left and one that's on the right.
Oh,
Which,
okay. I just actually
Which,
noticed. Before. I thought we
one?
came from here to tell the truth.
Yeah, we
Even
got
This looks bigger. It might be there.
bigger?
So which way from which your employer went?
As they just kind of like look at each other, and it's just like, well, they did go through that door, and he's gonna point to this one over here. And as you look at that, you see it's just a plain, simple wooden door, and in chalk written on it, it just says "danger" and has a question mark on the end of it.
What about that
And the
door?
one behind you?
They also went through that one.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm already walking that way because honestly, I didn't see this door. I thought we came out from here. So
Oh no, yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's gotta be, but yeah.
Cordelia's already walking this way, so she's just gonna go to that door.
Alright.
Or gonna keep going that way anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow her.
Okay. So, Alistair, Patience, what are we doing?
Oh,
Alistair will follow.
keep going, but she'll probably get to about here and just stop and do the little thing with her hoofs and like kick up dust and then just keep going, like snoodily.
As you do that, Irene just kind of like comes up behind you, like, okay. Just
Oh,
keep.
I'm gonna run back, grab my sister's water,
Oh, yeah,
and give it to her, and then like,
water.
okay.
I forgot the water. I dropped it in there.
All right. So the plan is to move forward through that door.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you do that, you kind of So roll me a perception, everyone. As you walk through the store, and the store leads out into just this narrow, like dark hallway that seems to go on forever.
18 for Cordelia.
12.
12 for Patience. All right.
I will say one thing. The second we do get through the door, Patience is going to just stop, dig through her backpack, and pull out what looks to be like, I guess on one hand you would think it's like a stuffed animal or something like that, but it looks just like a big lump of fur, and she's just holding on to that for dear life.
Oh, okay. As you see Patience dig into her bag, and she kind of like holds out like what still looks to be like this fuzzy animal pelt, and she's just holding on to it. Right.
I rolled a 24. 19 plus 5.
19 plus 5, okay. Okay, Alistair, what did you get?
2.
Aww.
Oh, bless
You're
him.
doing your best.
Alright, so the one person who could have understood this did not hear it. So all you do as you're leaving this room is it sounds to you like conversation between the devils has started up back again in their native tongue, as they're just kind of like hushed and like talking quietly in Infernal.
Oh, what? Okay.
So they don't answer you as you continue out through the door.
Sister, I'm gonna hurt him. If he does a trickery on us, I will break his jaw.
Don't worry. You break the jaw. I'll slice it up for you.
Okay.
Your Patience just mutter, those are bad.
You gotta say that louder.
She's like, those
We can
were
make a trinket out of it.
bad.
Yeah. I don't trust him, but I should also give him the benefit of the doubt.
I heard a rumor there was this one person that collects teeth. Maybe we can give it to them.
Oh, the tooth fairy. The tooth fairy.
Not to be mistaken for the much larger and scary fairy. So, as you enter into this dark hallway, and it just seems to go on forever and ever as you continue to walk down, closing the door behind you to the dining room. We will take a break here and
Okay.
come back in 10 to 15.
Okay, cool. Alright, rolling that intermission.
Cool. Just reading through chat real quick. Daily reminder that I would absolutely die for Alistair. Same, honestly, same. So,
Yeah.
as you guys leave that encounter, exiting out into this long, kind of narrow, tight hallway, which, as you walk, it seems to take you like maybe 10 minutes to traverse down until you reach these massive golden doors at the end.
Okay.
So, you get. All right. So as you stand before these massive golden doors that they're not closed, but you see one that's just ajar. Like as if somebody had just slipped right into it. But I am missing a thing. I realized I was missing something. One moment. We'll use one of you guys. Up. We'll use this guy. Such a massive map. Okay, so as you see one door just kind of ajar, what do we do?
Gonna
These doors span like maybe like about 15 feet high.
I'm gonna grab onto my sister's bow.
Do you wanna be sneaky?
As Tarsius is doing that, I'm also like moving my.
Oh, like at the same time, like we were both
my
having.
it was like I was already like.
Like
trying
in my
to do
head, I'm
that
like,
anyway.
man, it was so cool, thinking the same thought.
Can I say something as Irian real fast?
Sure. What you got to
Who's
say?
he next to? He's next to Patience?
Yes. Well, I would say, yeah, he's kind of like behind Patience, but probably next to Jayon.
Okay, even better. Jayon. Hey,
Yes.
when is a door not a door?
I don't want to answer this question.
When it's a jar!
I have a jar.
I have a new idea. This is Jayon just addressing the group. I have a new idea. How about we send Irian in first to see if it's safe?
Oh,
Even better.
it's a good idea.
Cordelia is like that. It's like I hate that was good. I was saying to herself
Again, like I hate that was funny.
good. I hate
Nobody
that
wants to
was
admit
funny.
it's funny.
He's charming.
Don't you mean
What you guys
is
talking
it
about?
funny?
I'm gonna. It's like I'm just gonna my not me, but my snakes are gonna look menacingly to Irian, and then I'm gonna start slowly going inside.
All right,
Sneaky,
sneaky. All right,
Yeah,
roll me a
sneaky.
stealth.
stealthy stealth.
Stealthy stealth.
What is my plus? It is a +9, obviously. So that that is a 23.
All right. So let me get you on that map. Right there.
Oh,
As you enter, you sneak in, kind of like open the door, and looking around with your bow drawn and ready.
Oh.
This
behind
massive,
the pillar.
massive room is like just this massive chamber in itself. As you look around, and it's very empty. You see a couple of columns that you can use to hide behind as you kind of like sneak through, but there doesn't seem to be anybody there. As you see this massive well before this massive, like, just this kind of like the same well that you had seen in the previous room, where you were figuring out how to get the water out of. You see this large, just like kind of like the same same in style, but it's like made of metal, and with a few steps that lead up into it. As it's yes.
Oh, just a little quick question.
Yeah.
Is the door like this is two doors, right?
Yeah, it's
Like
a double door.
like a door like this.
Yeah.
So is the door like this is closed and it's ajar this way, or is it ajar this way and then this is closed, or like?
Yeah, so it's ajar this way, so you would have been able to like just kind of like slip through that like that.
Like is it opened that way or is it opened that way? Like this?
Open this way.
Okay. I just my movement so that I can...
Yeah. No, of course.
Okay. Then I'm gonna try to sneakily move this way.
Okay. Roll me a stealth.
So I'm gonna go whoop to the behind this pillar and roll myself. Paladin Claw, you've been doing good for me. That's a 19.
Okay.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled it. Sure. As you stealth through this seemingly empty chamber.
Seemingly.
As you get closer, you see that there is one person in here with you, but they're lying face down on the steps to the well. And you see blood kind of pooling underneath them. As roll me a perception.
Perception is a +5. 21.
21. Okay. So, as you look around, the closer you get, sneaking your way up, you see that the ground in front is just kind of... You see like a few scuff marks of driedish blood on the ground. As you see boot prints and what looks to be just like a general scuffle that have happened right before it, and you just see the one this one humanoid figure just like face down on the steps as the blood underneath him just kind of just darkens the steps.
I don't want to make noise or too much noise. Maybe this will make noise, but I don't know. This is just my train of thought. That's why I asked for the door. How it's open.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to my I'm gonna go get a parchment.
All right.
And write on it. Just be like, enter slowly. Seems empty. That's all. Wrap it inside wrap it on my arrow. And go zoom.
All right. Is there anywhere particular
shoot it like right at the door, so that it's like, so that it aims like right there by the where the door is connected.
Okay. All right. As you guys,
do I need to roll?
Yeah,
if I rolled,
That's a big thunk right there. Big thunk.
Yeah, that's what I said. Pluses to my hit DC or what?
Sure, since you're proficient.
Or is it just the roll?
Roll as if you're firing with your bow. So roll as if you're aiming to hit something, because you're trying to aim for a specific point to shoot it through.
So with that, 23.
23. Okay. So as Tarsius, as you're waiting outside for your sister to hear back from her, there's just a moment of silence as Irian like opens his mouth to say something, but then you just hear kind of like a whistle as an arrow shoots between you two and hits the wall behind you. It's just kind of like doom.
Excuse me.
Place.
we just like this, like a gentleman, you know.
It's like he's holding like a toothpick. He just like takes it.
Oh, it's upside down. Oh. Shh, enter quietly.
Okay, so you have the message now to enter the room quietly.
I will enter quietly.
All right. So everybody who's entering quietly, roll me stealth. Alistair, roll with disadvantage because you have plate armor.
Yep. Does Jay on as well?
Yes.
Does he has plate? Okay.
22.
10.
Oh no.
Oops.
Alistair got a 6.
Oh, high five, Alistair.
Wow, so quiet.
Oh no!
Clack, 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 clack.
That's okay. Dion is so much better than you.
Good,
I have 8.
You got an 8.
good.
Oh no.
Oh, we are
I can't
so
help it.
good.
Here's how Tarsius flopping on his hooves, and
So
then
stealthy.
dip, dip, dip.
One moment while I grab my other sheet.
One moment while I kill the entire party.
Y'all have the stealthiest party imaginable.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess roll for Yuliy and
God.
Oh yeah.
Hey, he's got stealth. Excuse you.
I'm sure.
Excuse you. He
Can
has
you roll-
fantastic
He does.
stealth.
Do we need to roll for Yuliy and Ophelia?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Okay, let me get Ophelia's stats.
so Yuliy has disadvantage.
Yeah.
So that's a 4.
All the plate armor, guys.
She is pinned.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are like, oh, armor is just so like this is
Everything
the
else
highest.
like super quiet. It's just like sneaking ahead, and all here, and just in the background is just.
Oh, she does not have disadvantage on stealth. Oh, that's a dirty 20. 17 plus 3, dirty 20.
All right.
She's doing a good job.
As Irian just kind of like slowly like pushes the door open just ajar, just to give you more room, Tarsius. Just making sure that it doesn't make a noise as you do so.
Thank you.
As he just kind of like ushers everybody to go in ahead, and the entire procession of people just clunk their way in loudly as armor clanking on each other,
Good.
hooves stomping on stone.
So
As,
it's
you,
like,
as it just echoes through the entire chamber, Cordelia, as you hear your party enter.
Cordelia is like this. Oh.
I'm gonna look at her. We're being quiet.
It's like Cordelia thinking to herself, I swear, Tarsius should have paid attention to Uncle Carol's lessons.
I have giant fetuses.
Yeah, I know.
I'm doing my
Instead,
best.
everybody looks back like, really?
Look at all these stormtroopers coming in. Just clunk.
Listen as to why she's so quiet on her feet.
I mean, she's got little tiny hooves, so you can
Tiny
hear 'em.
moves. She's had to play this game before too.
Okay, so as you all enter into the room, for a moment, it just kind of like echoes through and reverbs. Then nothing happens. What do we do?
I want to intend to shoot an arrow again here.
Sorry,
just
I was looking at
here.
you all on the.
Yeah,
GM
we're
layer.
not
Oh,
on the.
okay.
Yeah, technically you are. I was just looking at you through the GM layer. Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Patience
Oh.
would have quietly made her way over to Cordelia.
Yeah, I wanted to just test it out, but I wanted to shoot an arrow right here on this well.
All right, roll me to hit.
Just don't roll a 1. Oh, that's a 15 plus 6, 21.
As it goes, hits straight into the. Kind of bounces off the metal and clatters on the ground.
Yeah.
Nothing happens.
I just wanted to see. Basically, is that or like there's movement or like it might be safe. And then I'm gonna start walking this way.
Door right here.
Yes, so you have a door that's a giant, like, same gold metal door that's, like, sitting to your right.
I'm gonna look towards Alistair because obviously he's the leader.
Is that where we put the water? Is that the well?
Maybe.
Okay.
Nonchalantly walk in the middle. Like, yeah,
Finally starts
Like-
to walk.
Cordelia,
Yeah.
I want to move this way too.
All right. So for the most purpose, everybody's going to the well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Patience wants to look at the body, and then you said there's blood.
Yes. So there is blood on the floor, as it looks to be there was like a scuffle of some kind.
Is it fresh?
It's the one on the floor is dried.
Okay.
The one that's pulling around the body is still wet.
Okay, cool then. I was gonna ask if you want us to, like, can I move myself or cool?
Let's get you guys.
Sir,
Are you? I'm gonna. If you're okay with it, I guess roll investigation on the body, like to make sure if there's anything I can find, or like what was he killed with? Is the body fresh? Is the body
Alright,
alive?
If anybody's checking the body, roll me investigation.
That's what I want to do.
I'm not. I want to look at the perimeter.
Oh
Nope,
lord.
I'm gonna roll this die.
9.
My intent is to kind of like walk around
19.
like this.
Here, Alistair, so you're
Oh. 13.
13, 9,
19.
19. Okay. Tiny hands makes for better searching.
I'll grab it by his legs. Oh, that's inappropriate. Grab him by his arms. Oh, but just his shoulders.
Yeah, it's kind of like Alistair, you kind of zoned out a bit of Sister Sarah's lesson when it came to proper first aid of, you know, when dealing with like a medicine kit or some sort. So you kind of missed a lot of the lessons on basic technique for caring for injuries and wounds, and because you just use your helping hands, and that just does the trick. But
Sure, I imagine he's looking at the body, he's watching everyone interact with it, and like after about 30 seconds, he's like, oh, that guy's dead.
oh my god, that guy is not breathing. He is so dead.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna say, I think he's dead. I think that guy's dead.
That's not.
Just like
That's
a
not
solid
wine. He's not sleeping in wine.
30-second delay of just like,
When we're done investigating and finding out what the cause of his death was, do you want to like pray for him? Not Addy at all, but Alistair.
Uh,
I mean, he's already dead, so I don't know what that's gonna do.
Oh.
But okay.
I don't know. Isn't that? I'm gonna look at the other paladin. Isn't that what you're supposed to do? I have no idea. I'm actually asking to like know more.
I mean, if you want to pray for him, but you know, and as Jaon's trying to explain this, patience, as you're kind of like searching over the body, he's wearing some armor. It's not full plate armor. As you see, there are bits of purple clothing underneath, like the chest plate. As you kind of like search around, you see your hand wraps around a necklace, and you pull it forward, and it looks to be an insignia of sorts made of gold, as it has a 5-clawed hand just kind of like curled forward.
Now, is the guy that's dead look like a dwarf? Is he a dwarf or?
He is human.
Okay.
He is human. As you kind of look him over, you notice as you kind of like check to see if he has anything in his pouches, you find like maybe 3 gold and you don't find any weapons on him. And as you're checking around his pouches, you see that a lot of the blood is coming from a wound on his side. And when you kind of lift his gambeson, you notice that there's a kind of like a puncture that's about the size of a dagger.
Yeah, Patience is gonna relay that to everybody. She's gonna take the gold chain that has the insignia and pocket that.
Okay. Miss John's like, well, he is dead. If you want to pray for him, you can, although it's not... I'm pretty sure his soul has been long gone at this point.
we could pray for his family. Alistair will chime in.
If you want to, you can do that, or if we want to continue on and get to the bottom of this.
So
Okay.
do we take the water and pour it in the well here?
My Cordelia's intent was when everybody gets there, basically searching the body. I wanted to search the perimeter, kind of like walk around the well,
Okay.
and basically like walk like this way, kind of like that,
All right.
and then basically end up over here, just checking.
All right, roll me a perception. As what is everyone else doing while Cordelia does that?
Oh,
Patience does want to look
that's a
at
nine.
the door here.
It's a big old well.
Yeah.
She's
is
not gonna
empty.
touch it. She's just looking.
Although, as you look at the well, you notice that it's like maybe like about a 5-foot drop in. It's probably about 5 feet high. So with it, you perfectly like, at least for Tarsius' size, it would be like up like a little bit below his waist or so. like if it was like filled with water.
Is there a bucket we can throw on here?
Oh, I'm good at those. Ew,
As Ferris kind of like walks up to you, Tarsius, holding the drinking horn. It's like, you wanted to pour the water in?
yeah, but like, I don't want to waste a question on me. I don't really have a brain for that.
Should we all fill it at once, or what do we do?
One at a time? Maybe not to waste it, but what question should we ask the Great Dragon?
Are we? Great try.
I don't think there's a dragon in this well.
I wonder if we
I
can.
thought you grabbed all the spheres, aka water. I don't remember.
If we
Thinking of a
can
different one.
touch, we can throw something to test it out.
Sure.
Or I
And my
wonder.
Yeah, throw some mud.
Alistair will throw his bucket of mud, or his pot of mud. Just
In, or
yeah, he'll like hold it over and like dump it in.
as you so walking you up to the steps, kind of carefully stepping over the guy. Don't want to kick him or anything.
I'm gonna grab the guy and gently like set him down and like make sure he's well, or like just down there.
Dead.
Oh yeah,
Very
but,
well.
like just like I don't know, just
not
close
well
his
anymore.
eyes and like let him sit down. Rigor mortis.
No,
Oops.
that's the well.
Oh.
He is not well.
Oh,
Oh well.
Oh well.
can I be excused? I need to vomit.
As you walk up to the steps, taking your pot, as you turn it over, and there's like kind of like a moment of a pause as you're waiting for it all to kind of like fall out. Just kind of like slowly just
Yeah, excellent.
falls into the ground. It's like slays there. And nothing.
So it didn't like go through or anything. Because that's.
Roll me a perception. As for the most part, the mud just kind of slowly just like pulls out.
God damn it! Why did I roll this die? I need to put this die aside. That's a 7. No, you are gonna go all the way over there. I'm not using you anymore.
As Patience, you're looking up at the door. It's about the same size and width. It's about 15 feet high. As it's made of gold, and you see the same kind of relief on. You see a relief carved into the door of the same, kind of like the same image that you saw of the statue in the throne room of this old wizard with this long braided beard and these ornate robes. As he's knelt down in front of the pool, as he has a dagger in one hand and a cup in the other, as the cup is pouring down into the pool, and it looks, and for how it looks, the pool is about the midway point on the door, and then you see kind of what looks to be like this flowing, like swirling patterns and designs that kind of like represent like the reflections of the pool.
Alistair, you want me to try?
I want you to waste your wish.
It's not gonna be a waste if we all agree on what the wish should be.
Patience,
Like,
Beck, it's not a wish, it's a fortune.
Joking aside, Tarsius is going to step up.
do you mind?
Towards Alistair, just like, can you move?
As Tarsius is like, you know,
Okay. I'm gonna grab my horn.
What was the wizard's name again?
Darius.
Darius.
Dead Darius.
As like it's Darius. You might want to address him, like Great Wizard or something. Like I think they like that. Like wizards are very pompous and like self-absorbed. I think that's the word.
All powerful Darius.
Great, all-powerful wizard Darius. Your keep is strong and your dungeon is mighty. We have passed many tests, including the one where we give you gold, and the one where we definitely don't throw a bucket down the well. As I pour some of this water down, I ask you for a question of knowledge. where is Tiamat's well? And I pour the water down.
Okay, as you pour the water into the well, and you see that it just kind of it mixes a moment with Alistair's mud.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception, everybody that's hanging out around the well.
Boogie!
1.
Which dice? Alistair, you're on a roll, my dude.
Alistair, oh bless you.
Yeah.
Bro, got a 1!
Holy
Oh
shit!
my god.
It's for a total of 6, I believe. Yep, 6.
I got a 2, so a total of 7.
Oh, we're so perceptive.
What did Ophelia and Yuliy get?
Oh yeah.
Let me roll for Fifi.
I'm rolling for Yuliy. Oh, Yuliy rolled a 3, so a total of 3.
We're getting better. Fifi got 11 total. Wait, no, that's persuasion, sorry. Perception would be 13.
Oh, thank God.
I was like, shit, am I gonna have to come over there?
We're doing great.
God.
Is Jayon rolling? I need to know.
I'll roll for Jayon.
Jayon, please. Be the adult.
Okay.
Stay on the adult.
Jayon's the adult. He got a 15. As you pour the water in, and for a moment you just think, the water is just mixing with the mud, and it's just kind of spreading out, and just okay. But you see Ophelia just kind of peek up over the rim, and she just kind of sits on her elbows, and she's just like, "Oh, maybe we need to pour more water in."
Water. I'm just reaching out my hand for water.
Steps up with you, Alistair. He looks over and just like, yeah, we need to put some more water. As he points it out to you, and you see that the water is spreading, but it looks like it's kind of separating and spidering into separate strands and droplets. It's all kind of streaming together and trying to cover the entire surface of the bottom of the well.
That's so cool. Give me buckets. Give me buckets.
Here. I have a pot.
And I'm grabbing a bucket.
You're handing the water, you're pouring it in. And the water starts to kind of it spiders and threads some more, and you see that it just starts to make a very thin film of water across the stone floor, and it starts to kind of reflect as Ophelia kind of something catches her eye as she looks over, and just oh, that's creepy. That's so creepy. As if you follow her gaze, you see as the blood that has pooled on the steps starts to trail upwards each step. And it kind of goes under your feet, Tarsius, as it starts to drip into the water. And with each drop, the water darkens and it gets darker until it starts to become red. All of the water becomes red, and then it starts to become pitch black.
I don't like this.
You can now, as you peer down into it, you can see your reflection clear as day, as if it was just a mirror.
Oh
I'm gonna
god.
grab my dagger out just in case.
And I'm going to need everyone that's looking into the well to make me a
I'm not looking.
certain roll, and I gotta figure out what that roll is.
Oh god, what kind of roll? Please be correct.
It's gonna be a wisdom save. Unless
Correct.
it's a fucking
Wisdom?
life.
It is a wisdom save.
Aw, damn it.
Wisdom. Alistair, how wise are you? None. Excellent. Let's go.
Out really
5.
quick. Bear with me.
Alright.
I have a thing I'm trying to do, but I need to
Yeah, no worries.
figure that out.
Okay, it's not terrible.
Strangers die.
Is it?
It's less than 15. It's not terrible. Oh, man.
Oh my god, that was funny.
Wow.
Fuck yes.
Yes. Oh, please.
That's
That was
cool.
great.
It was strangers die.
That's fucking hilarious, honestly.
That's cool, my dude.
All right. So, what did we get?
23.
5.
Pass, fail,
14.
fail.
Oh god.
Cordelia, what did you get?
Oh, I was down. I wasn't looking
Oh, you're
on
not
the
looking.
well.
Okay,
That's
gotcha.
why I didn't roll. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Damn, pass. I'm so concerned for him. I'm sorry.
Sorry, hold on. I'm just making sure. All right. He did not pass.
Oof, buddy.
Irian's not looking, so I'm not worried about him. All right, what did Ophelia? What did Ophelia get?
This is a Fifi dice. 16 plus a lock, and she's a cleric. Wisdom save, so that's going to be 24.
Pass. Okay. All right. This
Wait.
book
22,
still passed.
not 24.
The DC was 20.
Cool. I'm dead.
Gosh.
Holy shit.
This is an ancient wizard's tomb. There's gonna be some potent magic. All right. So for those of you, for everybody that is looking into the pool, you're all going to see this. So, as you see, as the water blackens, and you start to see, bless you, as you start to see, a dog sneezed first.
It's just champ.
Hey, buddy. As it starts to, the water kind of glistens, and it almost looks like stars kind of flickering, kind of in the night sky. And then the night sky turns into black smoke. And in that black smoke, you feel yourself, your body is grounded on the ground. You can feel your body on the ground and physically present, but you can feel yourself falling forward. Even though you are not moving, you are falling into this pool. As the smoke churns and gives way to, you see a large green dragon that is flying over these elven settlements that are pocketed in the woods. As it opens its maw, and you see this green gas just kind of pour down through these buildings as people start to choke and writhe. As on the back of this dragon, you see this beautiful moon elf with this long dark hair, as he's watching the chaos rain down, and he laughs. You see as the gas just kind of billows up into the reflection, and then the scene changes as that gas becomes shadow, and in that shadow you see a woman kind of walking through these empty halls of this very ancient temple, as she is very pale in complexion, almost to the point of looking sickly, as she has this kind of graying auburn hair that's pulled back. And as she wears this long flowing red dress, she kind of walks forward, and as she walks forward, she takes a step, and it just slowly turns into this dance that she's doing on her own, her hands up aloft as if she has a dance partner, but there is no one there. You see as the skirts of her dress just kind of billow out, and in that, the reflection changes once again, as you then see, you're then plunged back into darkness, and in that darkness, you see the cracks of light kind of shining down onto you as you look up from what looks to be a kind of a shit word. As you're kind of like looking up from a mine shaft, and you see West, and you see Carabao, but their faces are younger, and you see as they're reaching their hands out to you, and your hands are reaching out to them, but they're much smaller. And then the scene changes again as the light blinds you. You see as in this blinding light, you are led into this lush green forest, and in that forest, the sunlight just kind of speckles through, and you see a child just kind of walking alone. And as it walks alone, you see the shadows of the trees just kind of shift and move, almost as if the trees are following this child until they completely surround it. And then the scene changes again as the lights of the trees become the lights of candlelight in a tent. As you see this older Triton man, he resembling Yuliy in appearance, as he sits at a table by candlelight as he's writing this letter. And you see this look of frustration on his face as he takes the letter and he just folds it up and tucks it away and just stares angrily ahead. And it's with that look of anger of this man hunched over this desk angrily, does it change to another man who is hunched over a desk angrily. But instead of pale blue skin, you see pale magenta as his hair is messy and kind of pulled forward in a messy purple braid. This kind of worn, ragged red coat over his shoulders as he shivers and writes at his desk. These two curled horns that kind of protrude forward from his head, and he stops as he puts his quill down, and when he turns to look at you, the scene immediately changes again as everything just becomes consumed by this dry, rasping hiss, as the pool itself almost resembles that of dark scales kind of scraping against your very vision itself, as these dark scales glitter like the night sky with speckles of white that reflect dying stars. And before you know it, this large yellow eye is gaping up at you as you just feel this cold, rasping hiss through the back of your mind that just sends a chill down your spine. You see as the snake-like scales start to coil and they become another well, but this one much bigger, almost like a chasm itself, as it's hundreds of yards across. But you see 5 figures surrounding this well on either side, as they each hold aloft a colored mask. One red, white, blue, green, and black. As they hold it aloft, the masks come together and they form this twisting colored crown of the 5 chromatic colors as they land in the hands of this drow man, as he smiles as he holds it and crowns himself with it. As he does, this vision pulls back, and you each see yourselves before the well, but your bodies lay prone, you lay broken, and you lay dead. As the drow man smiles, and you see as 2 massive clawed, scaly hands grab the lips of the well, and then you see 5 dragon heads emerge out of this well, snarling, as each one kind of snakes and looks around, and they each all center on the body of a small tiefling girl. Patience. As they all look to you. And standing in front of you is that of a drow woman wearing shining white armor with the shield of Bahamut held forward in one hand, a rapier in the other. Coiled around her is this large golden dragon as it snarls back at Tiamat.
That's my
And
baby.
as that happens, both are gravely injured as they face down the Dragon Queen, but both defiant. And then as they stand firm, the drow woman's leg buckles, and the golden dragon puts his head under her arm to hold her in place. And as you watch as Tiamat rises fully from the well, you hear this echo of one door after another closing, as the sun in the sky just completely dims as it's shrouded by clouds, but those clouds aren't storm clouds, they're almost like smog, as it just makes the light of the sun become lifeless and dim. The seas across the land completely still, as one by one, beyond the clouds, the stars just blink out, as the ground itself just burns and turns to ash, as the ash chokes the air with poison. And there's a moment where you see the image of Frat the same one that you've seen in the stained glass, as it just instantly shatters and everything just falls into darkness. And so, with that, for everyone who failed, you are going to be temporarily insane for 1 minute.
Excellent.
So I need to get that table up
Oh,
and roll for that.
no.
That's some deep lore.
You saw some things. So,
Patients who passed sitting back. What the fuck?
so I need you guys, for those that failed, to roll me a d100.
Oh no.
This is going to last for exactly 1 minute.
44.
Okay. So 44 for Tarsius. Okay. That's funny.
Oh.
Okay. That's appropriate. All right. So let me I'll send you the DM.
Okay.
Alistair got an
secret
87.
message.
Wait. I misspelled words. There.
Secret message.
All right, and what did Alistair get? Alistair, what'd you get? I didn't hear you. You're muted.
87, I believe.
87.
8-7. Thank you. Okay. All right, so let me send you yours, and you can roleplay as you see fit.
So if they weren't hit with it, they're acting normally?
Yeah. So if you succeeded, you are acting completely fine. You're just left reeling with the thoughts that you had just seen.
Patience is just instantly jumping down and running over to everybody, just like, what was that? Oh my god.
Alistair is just facing forward, and he is not moving, and his eyes are wide, and he's just staring into the, 1,000-yard stare.
1,000-yard stare from Alistair. As Jay
Head empty, nothing behind the eyes.
head empty, not a thought behind those
Yeah.
eyes.
Patience is just kind of like shaking at Alistair, like, Alistair?
What?
Alistair just stares, just stunned straight ahead. Jayon staggers back. He falls down, like, very unceremoniously. Just kind of tumbles and scrambles onto the ground as he just kind of, like, backs away on all fours. And you see as he just starts, like, laughing, but as he's laughing, tears are just streaming down his face.
Oh god. Of course he got that one.
Yeah, he did.
What's going on, brother? Can you speak normally?
Yep.
That's what he says.
What's going on? Patience, what happened? You seem fine.
I am fine. I don't know what's going on with everybody else, but it was just, there was a lot. Could she discern any of the shit that she just saw?
Roll me an intelligence.
Oh,
Just roll me an intelligence.
I don't have any pluses to intelligence.
I know.
That's a 16.
That's not terrible.
No.
You're not quite sure what you saw, but it all just kind of like phases together in and out all at once. You saw faces that you do not recognize. You saw things that you probably did recognize, as you did see. You do know who West and Carabao are, which Carabao, he's an elf, so he always perpetually looks the same, but West probably being your marker, as he looked to you as you looked up at him, he looked younger, so but he's kind of an old man now, but so he maybe that was a vision from before, maybe something in the past. As for everything else, you not quite sure. You might have seen the forest before.
Yeah, so she's just basically like, rambling, like, all this stuff. Like, what? Yeah, because she would just be looking at like Cordelia, and it's like, I think I saw like, what? She knows them by name by this point.
Yeah,
right?
basically, she knows that they're uncles.
Yeah, I saw your uncles, but they were like younger, and
My uncles. That actually made Cordelia curious. Is Cordelia gonna go up there?
Propane accessories.
Accessories.
yeah, and Patience is just like, I don't know, like, I saw a forest that looked, I don't know. While she's like talking, she's just holding on to her little safety blanket.
No, your little pelt.
Yeah, she's just kind of squeezing on that.
Brother, can you get down here?
Yeah, well.
Yes.
What are you saying? This
Ferris just kind of like nervously between.
I'm gonna do the same thing. It was like, can you talk properly? But I'm gonna speak in Minotaur now. A little angry.
Even as he speaks in Minotaur, it sounds like absolute nonsense.
Yeah, it's like I don't know what's going on.
As Ferris just kind of like goes over to Alistair, and she just kind of like gently like tugs on his bootstraps, like, Sir Alistair, are you okay?
Is Alistair okay? Is Alistair still standing like on the edge of
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he is.
yeah. Player knowledge. I really don't want to get up there.
Yeah, and then
Play a
Patience
character
is
as you player.
going
Yeah,
on.
Cordelia's gonna go. I'm gonna look at my snakes. It's like, try not to look at the well. I gotta go up. Try to go up.
Look at
And-
you. And they just kind of like look back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to assist Alistair because Alistair is like just standing there.
He is stiff as a board.
He's
I'm gonna
he's like locked in place.
Yeah.
I'm like this.
Going over to Jayon, and she's just gonna kind of like, just
Try to walk over here.
Okay.
Sir Alistair, you need to get down. And I want.
He's solid. He's stiff as a board.
Would people touching him cause him to fall at all?
I'll say yes.
Okay, great.
I mean, you're not like being held by any magical means. It's just your entire body
Yeah.
in a rigor mortis.
It's like locked. Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I don't know if he's gonna fall, but he might.
I'll
Timber?
say. I'll say by this point you start to come out of it.
Mhm.
Like Alistair, it's like somebody just kind of like held their hands in front of you and just went. Now you're back.
He will. I'll say his entire body just like goes limp, and he just falls off the thing.
Okay.
That's your choice if it's forward or backward.
I'll say he falls backward.
Okay.
Ferris is kind of tugging you by your bootstraps, and you just kind of whoop. There you go.
Yep. And he there. Yep.
Clang.
Huh.
Which
Very loud clang.
that kind of startles you out of your own stupor, Tarsius.
At least you weren't eating dirt. I remember that. I remember that event. What happened?
But Patience, as you're kind of knelt in front of Jayon, Irian's kind of like by his side as he kind of like has one hand on his shoulder as he's just kind of like trying to shake him out of it. Just like what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you what is going on?
So I was saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Don't
back
look down there.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of snaps out of it, but Jayon just seems to be a little bit still kind of hysterical as he just kind of like puts his like hands through his hair as he just kind of like pulls it back, and he's just like breathing like in a panic.
Patience is gonna reach out and give him a hug.
as you do that. He just like
Oh.
he kind of like tenses up as you do that, but just like kind of stays there, and you just like hear him just say quietly, "It's all pointless. All of it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if we don't do something about it.
Doesn't matter."
If we don't
What's
do
going
something
on?
about it. The well made us see all of us die, and a really cool gold dragon that I've never met in my life, and I have no idea who he is,
No connection whatsoever, but I
No collection.
but I really like him.
But that gold dragon looks very handsome.
Very, very donkey-esque. I mean,
long years like
That'd be fucking cool if it did have a donkey. It'd be bad.
Oh, it'd be like that dragon from Neverending Story with like the floppy dog ears.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you heard him pick, we'll have words.
we saw all those elves interacting with the big-headed dragon lady, Tiamat, and it looks like we lost our lives to it. I, personally, don't believe in faith, and I don't think that this is going to come to pass. I think this is what they're trying to do to scare us and our worst fears.
Yeah.
That's a future that is possible, but
Nope.
nothing is set in stone.
Except for stone.
Sure, but you can change the future if you do something about it. If you don't do something about it, then that future is what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So, we move forward, and we know what the world looks like now.
Did it show where the mask that we're trying to look for?
It showed all 5 of them combining, and a drow man who I don't know anything about at all. Putting it on. So,
Ophelia. Like
Really?
I know him. I know that bitch. He's a jerk. We met him before.
I don't like jokes.
With the whole thing with the green dragon, I Tabatha know that was near in vain riding on.
Yeah.
Was the dragon mask present on him?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Patience just being like, well, then that's what we need to do. We need to get our hands on one.
Yeah. All it takes is for us to destroy one, and Tiamat cannot be summoned. And all this will not come to pass.
If it's that easy, is the mask even possible to be destroyed?
I don't know. I
We
can
won't
try.
know until we try.
Ophelia's
I'm
just kind
really,
of like,
really strong. I can try
I don't-
ripping it.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, the first time we came into contact with a mask, I think somebody talked about how they tried to destroy it, but it was like ancient magic or something. So ancient magic's like hard to destroy.
I have really big biceps, though.
You
That-
do, but
That's
magic.
true.
We can throw it in a volcano. We can ask a bigger dragon to eat it. There
We
are
can ask
ways-
where it was.
When Tarsius mentions that, Patience is just gonna kind of like puff out her cheeks, and she's gonna kind of like dig into her pocket and hold on to. She's looking at a dragon scale in her hand, and just kind of like,
What color is the dragon scale?
it's green.
Oh.
Where'd you get that?
My mom gave it to me.
Is your mom a green dragon?
I'm not supposed to say.
Because we're supposed to go fight a green dragon, maybe. And if it's your mommy,
That's not her.
okay, I
That
don't want to
wasn't
fight your
her.
mommy. Because she might be a cool person, and I don't want to fight cool people.
My mommy doesn't like Tiamat. She thinks all this is a word I'm not supposed to repeat.
A bad word.
Jayon
Is-
just kind of repeats for you, just like it's all bullshit.
that word.
Is your mommy a gold dragon? We saw a gold dragon. Is your mommy a gold dragon?
No.
No, Patience confirmed that her mom was basically a green one.
A green one, but not the green one.
But
So
Not the
she
one-
was a green dragon.
yeah, she said it wasn't this one that we're gonna go maybe talk to. Okay, well,
I guess let's try to move forward. There's another door.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are all of you okay?
I would really like to like sit for 5 and chill. I just want to like rest for a little bit.
Yeah.
I got hit really hard. I'm gonna look at a dislocated shoulder. Ow!
Okay. So the consensus is taking a rest.
I would
Yeah,
like
short-
to take a short
a short
rest,
rest.
please.
Is Jayon still in hysterics?
He's kind of like he's stopped crying or like laughing hysterically, but he's like you can see he has like this distant look, like he's very shaken.
Like I'm
Is he
looking
still
at
on the ground?
Yeah, he's kneeling on the ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if he has not moved, Patience has not let go either.
Yeah.
She's
Okay.
hugging him.
Alistair he walks over to him, kneels next to him, and kind of just wraps his arms around him.
Aw.
Something that he's done before with Jayon.
Okay.
And he
Oh.
just kind of like rocks up, and he's like, a duck walked to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, do you got any grapes?" And he just keeps singing the song.
Aw.
I'm gonna look at everybody like, are we supposed to group hug? I'm down for a group hug.
I'm not,
Just a
but
lemonade, but it's cold.
go. You three. I'm looking at West Tars. West.
Wes, where's what?
Where?
Huh? How'd I get here?
Looking at.
Where are my pants?
Oh, my pants! I left them again. Shit.
Looking at
What's
Alistair, Jayon, and Tarsius. I'm like, you three get some rest. And then I'm grabbing 2 rations, giving it to Tarsius.
Bro.
Just eat.
Tarsius just kind of sandwiches the two together and just eats them.
So, like looking very intently, not really like angry, but more of a worried look, and just like eat. And then I'm not really gonna go in, but I'm gonna stay right here by the door, just looking at the door. I'm not going inside, guarding that door.
Yeah, if everybody's resting, Patience not sure what to do, is just gonna kind of go and curl up over here.
Okay.
Can I put my ears on the door,
You can.
listening to vibrations? If there any commotion on the other side.
Roll me perception. As you all kind of get cozy,
Oh my
taking a
God.
rest, sitting down.
What's
What'd you
going
get?
on with these rolls? That's an 11. Wait,
It's-
no, that is a 14. I looked
From
at
what
the
it sounds
dice roll.
like,
It's a 9.
it's from what it sounds like, it's pretty quiet. Nothing seems to be coming or going from the room. As you kind of like touch your head a bit to the door to kind of like get a listen, your snakes kind of like slither away from it because they're like, oh no, cold. Don't like that.
I know it's cold.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah. It's a metal door.
It's a metal. Yeah, it's
Okay.
made of gold.
Oh.
With
Okay.
Alistair having sang his little song.
Yeah, he's singing a song and
Yeah, Patience is just sitting there like curled up, and she's humming her own little song.
as Alistair's doing his almost endless song, Jayon just kind of like just shoves him off and just like kind of like slaps Irian's hand away and it's just like, how can you be so jovial right now? It's just he says to Alistair.
I mean, it was scary and stuff, but like,
Did you not understand what was happening?
yeah. I mean, but if that's the outcome, then why be worried about it if that's gonna happen anyway? I mean, the best we can do is like change it. I mean, and we know the worst case scenario, so
I don't understand how you can all be so hopeful.
what else is there?
Tiamat's going to come out of that well, and when she does, the gods are going to abandon us. They're
If
going to
she
wait it
does.
out.
If she comes out.
Frat is going to do nothing.
I
He's
think
going to let us die.
How could you, like, after everything we've been through with the church, how can you even think that?
Because he's going to abandon us. He's going to let us all die. The gods are going to do nothing.
Is this like
but
is this kind of out loud, like everybody can hear?
He's
it,
being
even
pretty
though-
loud, like it's
Okay, okay.
echoing.
I'm like, but you're here. You didn't know this information before. I'm here. I didn't know you before either.
Right.
And we all not dead.
Here's
Maybe
the thing.
the gods are walking through us.
Yeah, like what he said. He's like, Frat maybe not be able to do stuff here, but we're here on behalf of Frat. And he kind of like holds up his arms and like mimics the stained glass.
I have a thing that I wanted to say, but I think that's more information that Tarsius would not know, and that's more information that might be better said on Friday.
I'm just gonna-
I swear to
Speaking
God.
of information, no, because sorry.
Who else going first? Oh my God.
Go ahead,
Go
Tabatha.
first. No, go, Jeremiah.
Oh, here's the thing. We know now the information of the future on what can happen. Now we have information. We can stop what's going on. Try to stop the connection of all 5 masks. If we find at least one, possibly destroy it or keep it for ourselves so that the cult doesn't get it, then we can stop that feature from happening. Maybe you're right that the gods can't do anything about in the mortal world, but we are in the mortal world. That's how the gods work. They give us the power to stop it.
One time someone told me, at least I overheard, gods are bullshit. No offense. Looking over to Jayon and Alistair.
Jayon just kind of like, just looks very tired, and he's just like, I'm going to rest. Do whatever the hell you need to do, but I'm just going to rest, and he's just gonna.
I'm gonna grab a pouch of rations before he starts moving. I'm gonna go over and throw it at him. Eat. Looking like all motherly.
Oh,
Cordelia is now the mom of the group.
No,
Love it.
no.
As he just kind of like takes the rations, he just kind of like looks at you and just goes to go sit.
I'm also gonna throw one for Alistair. Two for Tarsius because he's a big boy.
He's the big boy.
Alistair will just sit where he is and munch on his snacks.
It's like eat.
Sit cross-legged. Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross applesauce.
Go back to my little post over here.
well, Patience now just kind of like looking between, and it's like, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Meeny, meeny, miny, mowing. You're gonna go bother?
Just gonna go and curl up over here.
No.
Oh.
As you all take your rest, kind of regaining how many hit points you need to regain.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'll roll some
Kind
of that.
of praying to your deities if you choose so.
Yeah, I'm still full. Though I
Ophelia-
did use one of yeah.
Ophelia kind of sitting next to Yuliy as he's kind of like sitting crisscross on the ground as well as he's like sharpening his halberd, and you can see that Ophelia is like using his back as a desk as she's writing a note down, just like very vigorously. She just kind of like folds it up and just like puts it in her back and just like pats Yuliy on the head. He just rolls his eyes. So. All right. Anyone doing anything in particular on this rest?
No, just resting. I'll roll one more. See if I can get it.
All right.
Okay, cool. I'll stay there. I rolled
That's
a
Patience.
3d10, just so you know.
Okay. As Patience just kind of like sits curled up next to the pillar, just kind of like holding onto her pelt as she hums a little song to herself.
How many have used?
As Irian just kind of like quietly takes inventory of how many arrows he has left. What are you?
Keep quiet.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Yes.
as you rest, eventually the water in the pool recedes away. As it just kind of fades out. Wait, wrong layer. Layer check, bro.
Layer check, bro.
Layer check, bro.
When we're finishing our rest, basically, I'm gonna 10 feet away because I don't want to get too close. Get cooties from this guy, but as he's counting his arrows, I'm gonna look like, do you have enough? We might have a long battle ahead
That'll
of
be
us.
fine. I got some tricks up my sleeve. You look at me like I'm incompetent or something.
A little bit.
Oh, that's just because you haven't really seen me in the heat of battle. We've only like gotten surprised by like a couple monsters here and there. Well, I really work best, you know. Let me get in my element. I'll show you.
Trick shot, trick shot.
There you
Trick
go.
shots. Yeah, maybe I could teach you a trick shot or two.
That's gross.
That's not gross. I'm honestly telling you, I know trick shots. Why would that be gross? You're like, what, 14? Jesus, calm
Brother,
down.
he's creeping me out. That's all I'm gonna flat face.
Hey, stop it.
Excuse me, ma'am, but I am spoken for. I already have the love of my life. I don't need any more suitors, okay? So, as he just kind of like gets up and just kind of like fastens his quiver back to his belt, just kind of shoulders his bow. All right, are we ready to go?
Yeah.
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 Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
So, the plan is to enter into the large gold door. All right.
I will say when Patience does get up, she will look at Jayon and just be like, "Don't give up, please."
Jan just kind of looks at you, says nothing. She just kind of like walks by you and just like puts a hand on your head and just keeps going.
Aww.
All right, is
I'll put a little bit more pep in her step, and she's gonna.
all right. Head into the door.
Yep.
Okay. As you do. So just opening the door, and going in.
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, no trap this time.
as you kind of like take it by the handles and it just like swings open effortlessly. No rocks tumbling down, none of that.
Cool beans.
As you enter into another chamber. As you walk in and you see this large stone sarcophagus sitting in the middle of the room, that's kind of like marked by twin fountains on either side of these coiled snakes spewing
Like-
water gently into their basins.
Like PTSD. Wednesday game.
Oh, you don't even know the half of it. Oh, you laugh now. As the columns that kind of frame around the sarcophagus keep the room alight with this kind of like rainbow hues of magic lights that just kind of dance around and give life to the illuminating stained glass that lays before it, it being the same image that you saw on the door of this old wizard with the braided beard as he looks down into a pool, a dagger in one hand, a cup in the other, as he's divining the secrets of the universe. You all enter into this room as this voice, just this old ancient voice, just whispers through your minds. You approach Darius in repose. I know what you seek. What do we do?
Oh, do we physically see who is talking?
You do not. You
Or
just
no,
see.
it's just echoing.
It's just echoing through your minds. You do not see
Okay.
anyone.
I don't like this.
All you see in the center of the room is this large stone sarcophagus.
I don't
Alistair's
like this.
gonna go up to it, and he's actually gonna kneel with his sword
All right.
and just, kind of like pay respects, I guess. He's not really gonna say anything though.
All right. Okay, you do that. What's everyone else doing?
I'm just watching everything's, I guess, like eyeballing the snakes.
Mhm.
And I'm just like watching the group, see what the fuck they're doing.
It's gonna be like right behind Alistair.
Yeah, Ferris will kind of follow after Alistair and kind of do the same. Just kind of kneel down in front.
Yeah, Patience is just kind of like, I don't
Like,
like this, but
I guess. With Cordelia seeing like two already kneeling down, I was like, I guess I'll take my rapier out, put it on the ground, and like kind of like stab it, like kind of like that, and kneel.
Okay.
Patience remembering the whole like thing with like the whole thing with the lantern and stuff like that. She's gonna just kind of like kneel and do like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know what's going on, but
I don't know
Okay.
either. I'm just doing it.
wait.
I'm being respectful.
It's a good word.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you know that word.
If everyone's doing it, I guess I'll do it, but I will not take my eyes off of these snakes.
Okay.
Yeah. Cordelia's just looking around, like she's kneeling down, but she's kind of looking around, being like on guard, basically.
As everybody kind of kneels in front of this sarcophagus, and Ferris just kind of like, with her hands kind of clasped in prayer, she kind of like peeks an eye open as she like looks around at all of you. She's like, "Are we supposed to say something, or like, do we ask him?"
Alistair will
Whoa.
just be like, "Can you help us,
Bro.
bro?
Bro.
Broski? Bro
I
nut?"
see you speak in the ancient tone of Lord Frat.
And he'll do the little sign. Yeah,
Chabra.
cha.
Chabra. I know what it is you seek, but do you know what it is you seek?
I think we all, and maybe in our own respective way, have something different that we seek. That's coming from the tiny tiefling.
Ferris just kind of like leans forward to Alistair, just like, are we supposed to ask him about the dwarf? Do we ask him?
Yeah, well, the mask of the dwarf.
If
Do we ask?
I,
Yes.
almighty, powerful wizard, was there a dwarf here? Wait, what are we talking about? Look in the corner, like.
All these
So
young adventurers looking around like, where's the adult in the room? As you all kind of
Right here, right here.
right, that one, that's the adult. He's like just kind of standing there, just like shrugs, like, I don't know what you want me to do.
God.
Yeah. We're looking for a dwarf and a white mask. Can you tell us what that is?
A moment of silence kind of passes through, as all you can hear is the sound of the rushing water of the fountains on either side, and then the voice slowly returns. Yanti have taken the one called Varum beyond their portal into the northern wall. Be prepared, for I shall open the way to peril.
Auntie and the serpent mommy. They don't like or they do like Tiamat. I'm saying that out loud, obviously.
Okay.
Do we get up and walk now?
As there's just a moment of silence that fills the room. And then you hear this chime just as clear as a bell as it dings. And the stained glass, one by one, you see the glass just kind of melt into the stone plate at a time until it reveals a door at the end that just swings open. Let me grab that.
I guess that's the portal
Yeah.
that
Patience
we're
is
supposed
gonna-
to go in.
Patience is gonna stand and just say, thank you.
Yeah.
Your
Thank you.
thank you, Your Excellency. With a question mark in the end.
Question mark with the curtsy
Bro.
like thing.
Yeah, with a little bow. Lady bow.
As you all stand and make your way towards the door, you hear the voice yet again as it kind of whispers through your minds. It's just like, be warned, for the serpent, the mother of the night. She makes friends with those in hellish places, and in those hellish places they wish to breach forth from their own reality into this one.
Yeah.
He just
That
goes,
makes sense. Okay.
Sure.
Talking about
Jesus is like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I would
Tarsius
like-
is like, okay, let's go forward.
Everybody's friends.
Does that mean the blood devils?
Yeah, when we
the
were-
bearded devils, or
I think they're talking about that Dendar serpent.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
wonderful Yanti talked to us when I was talking to him very politely, as I should say.
Is
As Ferris is like kind of like pulling out a tiny little like notebook as she kind of like flips open to pages and just kind of like starts making little notes.
is the Dindal serpent aligned with Tiamat? Is that why she wants to break free from the hells with the serpent? I'm asking. I don't know if I can get a reply, but I'm asking out loud into the aether, I guess.
And you hear nothing.
I think you're supposed to say, "Oh, great mighty
Oh,
wizard."
go great, mighty wizard. The question that I have previously said.
What was that question you previously said?
Oh,
Ding ding.
is the serpent and Tiamat working together? Are they both trying to escape the hell?
The night serpent has what you would call an insatiable hunger for nightmarish things. And if creatures from hell were to break forth into this world, it would be a living nightmare, would it not?
Yeah. But they're not working together.
I think they are working together for that.
That's kind of my question.
For that. Just for that fact that it's gonna be a nightmare.
There is a
A living
common
hell.
phrase amongst the living that the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
People do say that.
you just see Patience just sitting there. Symbiosis.
It's symbiosis.
Ferris is just like kind of furiously writing in her notes everything that's being said.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like closes it and looks at Alistair like, I think we're supposed to be logging this for Sister Sarah when we return.
good idea.
Patience is gonna just stand up and give a little curtsy with her ratty dress,
Aw.
and she's just gonna
Whoop.
whoopsie daisy.
Roll 20 doing that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's doing that thing. I'll move you.
just start walking like whoop whoop.
Okay,
Do we have any more questions?
I got you. I'll move you.
Okay.
I feel like we should ask questions.
Well, as Irian just kind of like sidles past it, just kind of like looks at it like, no. It's like, for one, I'm not a big guy on the secrets of the universe. I'm pretty simple, so.
Aw. With Tarsius mentioning that, Patience, I'm gonna stop and then turn around.
Yes.
Will I ever get my wings?
Asking if you'll get your wings.
Mm-hmm.
As there's kind of the silence.
I'm right next to Patience, so I'm gonna whisper, "Oh, almighty great wizard."
Almighty great wizard, will I get my wings?
A little louder.
Huh?
A little louder.
Oh, mighty great wizard, will I get my wings?
There are many possibilities that exist within many different worlds and realities that run betwixt each other. If you so wish it, then it shall be.
I just gotta wish really hard.
I'm gonna step forward right up to him and, like a good boy, get on my knees and place my hands over and then like kind of like bury them against my horns and then just like bury my head. And I'm going to speak quietly to the thingy and ask it a question.
All right.
I don't know how you want to roll this, DM.
However you wish. Like if it's
I mean, I'm saying it as quietly as I can,
okay.
but I do have big lungs and it echoes here, so whatever.
All right. If anybody in that area wants to roll me a perception, you can roll with that.
Oh nope,
Since it is a dark, cavernous place.
that's a
15.
12.
Okay. And what'd you get?
15.
15. All right. Alistair, what did you get? You perceptive boy.
Alistair will not listen. He knows it's like private.
Okay.
Also,
All right.
boy.
Okay, so
You don't
patience.
need to cry.
Like a confession. You can't.
Yeah,
can't
it's
hear.
kind of like a confession.
She don't mean
Okay, so
to,
if you
but
wanna
she
just
got
send
big
it to me,
ears.
that's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Go for it. If you want to just DM it to me.
okay.
Click, 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 click.
Secret message.
Secret messages.
Yeah, can I also send you a secret prayer
Absolutely.
messages?
Secret prayer messages. Let's go.
I have half of like
Welcome to the. Thank you for calling the Darius hotline.
I've
The
like
one-stop shop for all the secrets of the universe.
I think that's spelled correctly.
Okay.
I sent the DM. Like half of me is like, I want the audience to listen, but then I'm like, but no, my secrets. These are mine. Ugh. So what are you doing there, Alistair? Not praying, not
There,
eavesdropping?
I have said my secret prayer. I almost said it to Jesus.
Oh, that'd have been hilarious.
Alistair's hanging back and making sure everything gets through okay.
Religion with disadvantage.
Religion with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Like Cordelia's not really like kneeling down like the good boy over there.
okay.
But she kind of has like her head down. Just kind of like brush her hair this way. Just kind of hold it.
She's not proficient.
Okay, as I'm answering.
100 messages.
Answering the phone call.
Yeah, as Iris, assuming that like when I get my reply, and I guess when all the other secret messages get the reply, they're not out loud, or are they
Yeah,
out loud?
Are they just secretly in my head, or is it?
These are answered in your head because as you walked into the room and you addressed him, these are the words spoken to you in your
Okay.
head.
All right. You'll see Tarsius just stand up with the tears down his eyes. I'm like, okay. And just go over here.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
If I see Tarsius in tears, Cordelia's gonna straddle his hand. I don't. He's not really holding, like kind of like that,
Kind
kind of like hug the hand kind of type.
of his arm.
Yeah, he's not
He's
gonna.
got to stick with you, so you can just hold on to him.
He's not gonna let go. He's gonna just.
Right. So
I'm a patience out of though.
patience
Oh.
moving forward. Okay.
I wanted to
As
move her out of the way from
Ferris just kind of like nudged Alistair. I think we're ready to go.
Okay.
Yep, I cried enough.
Patience is gonna take a deep breath and just. So we ready to go through the door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Patience.
Yeah.
Have you not learned your lesson? Get behind us, please.
I'm gonna stand there like.
No, you don't move. You let us move forward. You make us move.
Like, let me go.
You see Irian kind of like take an arrow from his quiver, and he kind of like rests it on top of his bow as he kind of looks to all of you.
Mhm.
Just if he said that this Verum guy was taken by Yancy, then there's a chance we're gonna get into a few scuffles ahead. You
Mhm.
might want to be ready.
Get out my axe.
If we're gonna get into a fight, let
Yeah.
me go first.
I'm unsheathing the weapon, putting my shield, and the theme song to Avengers starts showing. Da, 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 shield.
Yeah.
As everybody prepares for battle.
Tarsius, you take the latches of the door, this one wooden, as you easily swing it open, and just this cold, dry air just kind of wafts through as you find a tunnel that goes deeper still into the caverns. As you see it go to the end and then bend, and just at the bend, you see torchlight flickering as it starts to recede. And that's where we're going to leave it off.
Oh.
I have one thing I would like
Oh,
Alistair to say to the dead guy.
Sure. What is that?
He'll just kind of say it under his breath, but he'll say, "Your assistant didn't mean to lose the book."
Oh yeah. You forgot about.
I forgot about that too. Alistair, you good boy.
Alistair's the best boy.
You should go a little easier on her. She didn't mean to.
God, Alistair, why are you such a fucking cool bro?
As you say that, and you don't really hear anything in return. But the lights around on the pedestals do flicker.
Oh, did you do it?
It'd be cool if you just like let her rest now. It's been a long time.
I feel bad for forgetting.
I know, same.
As again, it's just silence. And the lights just... There's a moment where they kind of like recede and they kind of glow dimly. And then they just... Like almost as in an exhale, they just brighten up again.
Thank you.
He'll look behind his shoulder.
Okay.
And just... He feels bad,
Aw.
I guess. Oh. I don't know.
This Ferris just kind of like looks at you, just like, what is it? What are you thinking?
He's gonna look down to Ferris and just kind of say out loud, "No, forgiving people is important. You know, people make mistakes. So, I don't know, just keep that in mind, I guess."
Oh, okay.
And he'll walk over and just
Okay.
continue with the rest of the group.
All right.
He'll tap on the thing as he walks by, gently, like kind of like caress it as he walks by.
Okay. Ferris follows up behind you, and you have your new path ahead of you, going deeper into the caverns to see what awaits.
Yeah.
That's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Cool.
All right. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll pick this up again in another 2 weeks. Video will be edited, put on YouTube a week from now, so look for that. And yeah, so thank you guys. We love you. Stay safe. Be kind to each other. Remember Alistair's words of wisdom.
Yes.
And we will.
Best bro.
Alistair is best
Yes.
bro. And we will see you all next time. Okay. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.